This is your opponent?
Okay,
We are
today is
officially
18th January, Wednesday,
Yeah.
and the time is 23:11.
great. Let's go
And
back to-
We are on.
Okay, let's go back to opium. Do you know anything about smoking opium?
What's opium?
So in Iran, it's called teriyaki,
And in Turkish, it's afyon.
basically.
Oh, no, I didn't.
So in Iran, well, there are two types of people. There are people who call it teriyaki and people who call it tariq.
Tariq.
So these are two different types of people. Can I have one too?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. Actually, there's one more here. You can have that. So anyway, this. Thanks, man. The story that Amir and I have always been laughing to, like, since forever, is how much of a fucking misery these guys have to go through to eventually be able to smoke opium. Like, if we go through the stages, okay, so, like, what's the stereotype? The guy's a real estater. No offense.
Yeah, no.
He was. He was.
Well, no
And
offense
like
to
most
you.
of their
But yeah,
9 years of relationship
yeah,
ended. Yeah.
Well, so most of these smokers, they're real estaters, and they're like, they have a name, a reputation, a credibility, in their own neighborhood, in their own mahalle.
Yeah.
Or so what happens is these guys, 3, 4 of them, all 4 real estaters, they gather around
And
at
sometimes they gather money to buy an abundant garden, maybe. The garden is shit.
yeah. That
But you can find coal and fire and such a thing to
So,
smoke.
I mean, yeah, basically, definitely one of them or a couple of them, they have this I don't know, villa house or this, I don't know, summer house or something, or just another house far away from the city, like way out of town. And so they plan to like go to that house like once, I don't know, every 2 weeks or a week or something. They
so
go there.
they-
What do they do?
Yeah, they open the door. They take off all their clothes.
Oh yeah, all of the fucking
All of
clothes.
them.
All of
except
them.
except the
Except their
the
underwears.
boxers. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that's specific. All right.
No, we haven't.
This is stereotype. It's just stereotype.
Yeah, I've never smoked opium. And I don't want
But
to.
we've seen a lot of smokers.
Yeah. Like, everyone has seen it in Iran. Someone smokes opium in a family.
Oh yeah.
It's
every uncle, every.
In Iran?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone smokes. You
I
can-
mean, I'm joking, but yeah, somebody at least, an uncle, a grandpa's definitely.
Grandpas, yeah.
9 out of 10. They
What
smoke
the fuck?
opium.
like grandpas used to mix it with tea.
All right, like this is
Instead of-
why they're.
Instead of smoking it, they used to mix it with tea or such a thing. Or some people also are used to putting it in their mouth, like the raw opium. Instead of smoking it or
yeah.
eating it, they just
Also,
put it
it's-
in their mouth.
Yeah.
So like this
Like
is
a
why.
candy or such a thing.
Huh,
But
this is-
it's so fucking bitter, I think.
It is definitely, I don't know. This is why what?
I guess this is why they're just accepting to live like this.
Oh,
They're not saying anything
what do you mean?
with Quran and stuff.
Oh. I mean,
Islamic rules. Because they're all high, they don't give a fuck.
well, I don't know. I mean, look, a lot of the people in the country in Iran are the same types of Muslims in Turkey as well. I mean, they say they're Muslims. Or like, they're like, yeah, I was born Muslim, but they don't really act like an extreme form.
We call them as like sweet water
By the
Muslims.
way, try to.
Yeah, go
Closer?
Far, go
Closer,
far away.
yeah.
Is it better?
That's way better.
All right.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like we call them as like sweet water Muslims.
What do you mean
In
sweet?
Turkey,
Sweet water?
sweet water, like a fish type.
Huh.
Sweet, you know them? Like
What's the Turkish?
tatlı su Müslümanı.
What
Tatlı su Müslümanı.
is
Like
that?
they are not Muslim, but they were born.
They're like
they were
working-
born
Why do you
Muslim
say
and they were
tatlısı Müslüman?
I don't know. There's no.
Don't ask difficult questions.
So yeah, these.
So yeah, this is the. So yeah, you were making some noises with your mouth, like.
Oh yeah, these
So
motherfuckers.
people who smoke
Smokes.
opium-
Yeah, like they're doing.
Look, I mean, it is so obvious. If you're at home and your uncle or your dad or your grandpa suddenly out of nowhere, he just says, "This is definitely from opium."
And also, we thought about it a lot. Like, why do they take their clothes off? What is the reason?
Yeah.
Then
It's so hot when you
one
smoke.
day, Sam told me, "Oh, dude, probably it's because of the smell of the opium.
Oh, yeah.
It's because they want to go back home and they don't want their family know that they're smoked opium
Makes
or
sense.
such a thing." Yeah.
Trying to. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
All right, makes
That's-
sense.
that's-
All right, this is better.
That's
Like
weird. Don't
this.
you like it better?
Yeah,
Don't you
kinda.
like your voice
But
better like
I
that?
am
A
like,
bit sexier, right?
yeah, like maybe we should talk like this.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Alright.
the reason.
No, I don't agree. Like, I guess it's
Well,
they're
I'm
starting.
sure you don't smoke opium.
I didn't, but
I'm sure you don't.
I don't.
I'm
Probably.
sure you don't.
Sure?
I'm sure.
I'm not that sure.
Do people smoke opium that much in Turkey?
No, like actually they prefer weed, I guess.
Have you ever heard about opium?
I did, like, but only.
I mean, in Turkey, like, had you ever heard like anybody smoking?
I know,
in
like
Turkey.
my friends,
No,
kinda.
anyone, uncle. Usually, it's a grandpa material.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know.
not really something that.
oldish thing.
Yeah, I barely heard like an
Except
18-year-old Iranian smoking opium. That's fucked up.
Rodri.
Except Rodri.
He smoked.
Well, do you know Rodri, our friend?
No.
He came here.
Ah, yeah. You may.
Oh, you may have
Maybe
seen
in
him.
Chankaya deal.
Yeah.
He was a photographer in Sogol's era.
Remember the dude that always came with a camera on his tied around his neck?
No,
Was it in summer? If
It wasn't
if it
summer.
Was so
3 years
probably-
ago. You probably saw.
I was
it.
there,
I think
but-
so. I think
Yeah,
so.
probably you've seen
High
it.
chance.
probably I didn't met.
We
meet
can
him.
show you the picture of him. Anyway.
All right,
Microphone.
babe. Like if I get
Why
this
do you-
closer, I just feel like I'm going to lick.
I mean, you're welcome to lick it because it's the shield. It's not the microphone itself. Though a lot of people have licked. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No,
so
nobody's-
I'm going to definitely lick.
Rodri, do you remember the Haft scene story from Rodri?
Like, yeah, I smoked this. That is story, you mean?
So there's something called Haft scene in Iranian tradition. It's one of the traditions that is still followed. It's still put in practice by a lot of people, and basically, what happens is it before New Year's or is it after New Year's?
It is for the New Year. Actually, you know it. It's for Nevruz.
I know.
Okay, it's the table of Nevruz. So
Yeah,
they
so
find some 7 different things, which is start with se in Persian
Yeah.
in Farsi. Like for example, I don't know, apple is sib in Farsi, so they put sib
Yeah.
on the table. Or
All
for
right.
example,
Or serke, for example.
sirke, yeah,
Vinegar.
or sepet, or such a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have to gather 7 different se, and
yeah.
each one of them have some
Some-
meaning or
some
blah blah.
symbol.
Yeah, it's
And so yeah, it's just a pretty table that they.
you know we
So
are not
what's the
so
point?
Iranian before.
What's the point? Why are
Well, it's just tradition. It's just tradition.
Why do we kill poor animals for Kurban Bayram? It's the same thing.
Good.
But this one is good, that one is bad.
Okay. So
Good you.
so Rodri, he was in Tehran. He was living in Tehran. He was, I don't know, some age. I mean, I'd love him to one day just tell the story himself on the podcast. So he's like, so I was going up toward home and I see this construction site. There's nobody there, and I remember that we still hadn't like gathered the Haft-scene table.
Why do you call it as like half sin?
It's Haft scene. So Haft means 7, and
Haft
scene
scene.
is
I
basically
got you.
the letter S. So he's like, so I went and I found like a really long metal, like a skewer type of metal. And so in Farsi, a metal skewer, like those needle type pieces of metal, like the long ones, they're basically called sikh. which is awful in Turkish. And I said it. Sikh, yes.
I hope it's real long. Like,
So yeah, dude, there have been so many of these. Like we have to
Yeah.
tell another one after this. Arash and Parvin with the
For which one?
Vida.
Okay.
So anyway,
No, it didn't happen. Okay, anyway, we will talk about it.
yeah, so he says like I got the skewer, and I turned it into 7 pieces, and I went home and I looked at the guys and I said, "Here's your haftzin," and I gave each of them a skewer, and with the skewer, later they started smoking opium, like later that night, like half an hour later, they were like, we were smoking opium with those skewers.
you never tried?
I have tried it once.
How was it?
Nothing. I really didn't. I didn't enjoy it because it really didn't give me anything. They say you have to smoke a lot. And
Alone.
Like a lot. Like
A lot.
It's not just for opium. Whenever, I hope everyone can hear me. Whenever you want to,
why don't you pull it up a little bit from there? There you go.
whenever you want to feel a drug, you have to smoke it more than once
That
to
also
understand the process, to understand the drug kind of.
Yeah,
that
like
also, but like literally like this substance, you have to like consume a lot. You can't just like say, okay, I took a couple drags, I'm gonna be fine now.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
I
It's
don't
a
want
fucked
to
up
even
thing.
think about it. I have already enough stomach problems, so I don't want to smoke
Well,
opium.
say it's a
He
fucked up
he
thing.
couldn't shit for a month.
When you smoke it,
You are dry as fuck.
you're not gonna shit. I get that too.
Yeah, that's the reason actually.
But you're not gonna shit for like a week.
what?
Yeah, it's really
Like, for example, how often do you take a shit?
like now.
Now you're about
Like
to.
the normal
do you mean
days.
on a
Like normally. How often?
I don't know. Like that's actually an interesting question.
For me, 5 times a day.
Why?
I love shitting. Yeah.
All right. Like 2-3 times for me, I guess.
day?
A day.
A day?
Yeah, I shit like an elephant.
No, wow, you guys are superheroes. I'm like, I don't know, like once a day or
So
once
what
every
the
2 days.
fuck do you do with the food
I don't know what
you
happens.
eat? And you are like
Yeah, like
so fucking skinny.
I'm 60 kilograms or something. Yeah,
I was 60 when I was
9.
elementary school.
I don't know what the fuck. I mean, what's wrong with you guys? Why can't you take?
No, like
take
you
any
gotta
of the food?
shit that often, but little. Little,
Little.
little.
Into the middle.
into the-
No, but seriously, what the fuck do you do?
I mean,
And you don't like you eat much.
yeah, it evaporates
Eat
into energy.
much more than me.
It evaporates into energy in my mind. I use.
You know, he doesn't fart either.
Maybe it's so silent.
No, he doesn't.
Really?
He doesn't have the option.
You don't?
Farting?
Hmm?
Well,
Your shit is pink?
have you watched the movie The Interview?
Haha, yeah, I did.
In that movie, do you remember the Kim Jong-un said, was it Kim Jong-un, right?
Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, something like that. North Korea's president. He was like, I don't shit. And it's like, how don't you shit? And he's like, well, I use so much energy in my mind that it evaporates. That's my answer to you guys. It evaporates.
That's my answer to you. Fuck you.
It's dude, how do you shit so much? And
I eat, I shit.
Like, sometimes I just go there, sit, and wait for my poop to come.
Careful, don't do that too much. It's gonna-
You know, you have
one
to
day
push a
suddenly
bit.
one day suddenly instead of poop you're gonna get an egg if you try too hard.
And I will sit on it, right?
Help it, buddy. Gravity is not enough.
Did you know that's how Elvis Presley died?
Shit it.
He died on the toilet. He was trying to take a really bad shit and he put too much pressure on it. Why are you laughing at the poor man's death? That's how he died. He died on the toilet from a heart attack. allegedly because he tried too hard.
He was pushing too hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not like him, but help it. Gravity is not enough. You have to help.
Yeah,
your
you gotta
shed.
push. You gotta push.
You have to push.
Like
yeah.
giving a birth, kind of. Yeah.
Even though I
Okay, what was the last time that you shit like iron shit? You know,
What do you mean iron?
What do you
shit?
mean?
iron
Oh, like
like it.
Demirbock.
Yeah, Demirbock.
Huh.
A really big and thick load of shit. Like one piece, right?
One piece, like you cannot
Beautiful.
cut. You cannot cut off.
It's
It makes you cry,
it's been
like-
10 days that in the office we have some like
Some
extra.
load of shit.
No. We have some extra things next to our foods for lunch, like for example meze or yogurt or such a thing. So I don't have that thing for now. But the last time, I can't remember. Since I shit too much, I can't remember.
He's a good
But I
shitter.
can say that it's been a week that because of the foods and blah blah, I have a soft shit, and I don't have to push it.
Tender,
Gravity is enough.
a tender
Oh.
piece of shit. Basically.
When you say that, it just something came to my mind.
What?
Do you know what's muhallebi?
Yeah.
What's that in English?
I don't know what mahalebi is in English either. It's
Do you know
some kind
what's like
of,
there?
some kind of sweet, right?
Yeah, like pudding.
Yeah, two pudding type. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
No,
But
but
just
it's not
milk.
that soft,
pudding.
but also it is not
Yeah.
like metal
Huh,
hard. It's something bit.
Yeah. So
So do you know why like people call some boys as like muhallebi çocuğu?
no idea. Just because they're soft.
No, but do you know the
Because
story?
they're-
Because what?
Do you know the story?
Is it some homophobic shit?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
No, not like homophobic, but it's like real story, history,
Okay, go for it.
or like you know Ottoman Empire.
I mean, yeah, sure, I've heard about it.
There were like little boys, like 14, 15, maybe 16 years old
Okay.
boys, and they were only given them muhallebi to eat
Why?
and nothing else.
What?
Because their shit is going to be soft and their ass is also going to be soft.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh
so
my goodness.
fuck, why are you going to publish this shit?
Don't worry, you're already
fucked up already?
Yeah, you're fucked.
Like who's making this, you know?
Well, I'm sure
Maybe I
the
shouldn't
Turkish
say.
government is going to follow every line that we say.
Open the door, FBI.
Yeah, like they're going to be behind the door way before we publish this. Man, that's fucked up. I when I was young, like a teenager, I heard this shit about. I heard this about. I don't. Maybe it was some kind. It was just some kind
Sorry.
of fucked up.
Are you recording your voice there?
Yeah,
Is it working?
it is working.
Okay, I can't see the legs.
Let me let me
Check.
zoom so you can see.
All right.
So I don't know. Somewhere I think I heard about the story about why, and this is I have so not looked into this, but do you guys have any idea why some people like pull their it's not ours pull their pants down like they're wearing the pants, but it's like
But they're
really
lower.
low. It's way below their waist, like it's way under their waist, you know.
Because they're so cool.
Well, sure. Today it seems cool, I guess.
No.
To some. Definitely not.
The fuck?
Definitely. Like, get the fuck. If you're doing that, then no, but like, there was this crazy shit thing that I heard that I think I once heard. Like, it's probably because when I don't know, some time ago, some 60, 70, 80, 90 shit time ago, years time ago, the prisoners who were ready to like, I don't know, get fucked or something like that. I'm not sure, man. They would pull their pants a bit lower to like show that, you know, I'm ready. But this is fucked up. How could you believe this? What are you saying? You're saying there's people who like deliberately want to get fucked in prison?
I guess this is the reason.
What?
No.
Oh,
Another
you're-
reason.
there's a
wait,
follow-up.
wait,
Sorry.
Wait, no, not this. For fuck's sake. Like, I guess they're just trying to hide.
Hide what?
They're trying to hide.
Hide what?
Like how small it is.
You're talking about their ding dong.
God. What do you think?
I
For real,
don't
like
know.
for
What
height,
do you-
like
what do you mean? Like,
it's like lower.
okay.
Okay.
Like if it's the same spot, you can see.
Okay.
You can see the size, but like if you lower it, you're gonna hide.
You're
How?
gonna hide like how big or small your dick is.
Yeah,
Why would you do that? Why would you?
because it's small, like for the people who wears like this.
I've never been in a person.
Never talked to a person like that.
Wow. I don't know. Wow.
What do you think?
I have no idea. I'm just thinking to find something to talk about. Dick and prison, but I can't.
Well, this is also deep. What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that we're not talking deep enough?
No.
That's very
I have
rude.
no
That's
idea about
I
the
am-
topic. I'm trying to.
I am offended. I am very offended
Why?
right now.
Okay.
Seriously, like, how would you put up with this woke stuff that's going on? Like, you know, gender appropriation and stuff like that. What if right now I told you you're not allowed to call me he?
He
You shouldn't say he to me. Like, you shouldn't
was he.
call me as he. You know, he.
He. Yeah. All right. He.
You shouldn't. You're not allowed to. How would you react?
Like, why? But why?
Hey, it's none of your business. You're not allowed to call me he.
Yeah, because he thinks.
All right, like, but you tell. You say. You say.
No. I'm just trying to explain the question. Now, for example, he
Or
understands.
he
that
doesn't feel like he's like
yeah,
male.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, all right. Got you. Like,
Yeah.
like
Probably I need. Like, since we've been friends for over 5 years, and since I know you, if such a thing happens, then probably I need time to digest it. But
Wait, no, I wasn't saying specifically. For
no,
you.
I mean, okay, I'm just trying
take
to
it
go
that
with the
person.
example.
Okay.
But I've tried, like, I'm the guy who had problem with the idea of these kind of things for a long time. And still I don't understand it, but I'm trying to respect. I mean, I've never been disrespectful about it, but I'm trying to understand it more so I can behave better. But it's a really, really complicated and difficult topic for me because I can't feel it, I can't understand it. But I think if such a thing, like for example, I love,
Yeah.
yeah,
You love what?
I love having children. Maybe I've never
I don't want to.
do the
Maybe
thing.
I've never had children.
I've never
I don't. I'm not
like
sure.
of course you
maybe I won't like I don't know try to have a children, but I love having children. Okay, because the ideology of life, the philosophy of life is different, and loving like for example, I love a girl, but we are not a good couple together. So I love her, but I can't start something. It's
You
like
love
it's,
someone right now?
No, no.
Oh, if you love her.
Have you ever?
Of course. Don't believe me. Yeah.
She is everywhere. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I love having children, but maybe I won't have children because of that
sorry.
philosophy and idea that I have about life. But even I thought about it. If one day I have a girl or boy, I have a daughter or son, what if one of them tells me that okay, I'm gay?
But
What-
that's different, though. I mean, I don't think today society's problem. Okay, tell me how you would react toward that too. Okay, but I just want to pinpoint this fact that I don't know, since 2 years ago or something, I'd say the problem of more or less Western society, especially, has not been like I'm gay or I'm I'm bi or whatever. It's been this gender problem.
Yeah,
And
but,
that's been-
but you know, without solving the previous problem, we are facing to a new one. Like, for example, in the media, we are seeing some family, some parents that they are saying that, okay, I'm supportive, I support my kid, whatever he wants or she wants. Okay, but is it same for all the parents? Like, for example, the most famous one, I'm not sure about it, so I'm not going to say the example. Because I've heard something about Jackie Chan and his daughter, but I'm not sure about it. But anyway, all the
What did you hear
families,
about Jackie Chan?
like, his kid was gay and he said that I don't support him or her, such a thing.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, no, not really. I've heard something. I'm not sure
Okay.
about it. So yeah, but it's not same for all the parents, all the families. Like, they don't support their kids because they have something in their minds about, like, based on religion, based on something, based on family, based on society. So we didn't solve that problem. We are not actually updated about all the problems that we had, and because of the technology, because of the differences of generations and blah 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 blah, we have new problems, but we haven't solved the older ones, the previous ones yet. So that gender, it's something that maybe for me, for you, for Berk, is something that we can accept it, even if we don't understand it. But it is not same for all the people in the world. Like, if we are talking about the percentages, maybe 10%, maybe 20%, but it's not more than 50 for sure. All the people can't accept such a thing, especially in our societies.
All right.
Yeah, but still.
But what
what
you
would
do?
your reaction be to, someone who, let's say very politely asks you, hey, man, I'm not a he. I know I look like a man, but I'm not a he. Please stop. Please start calling me she.
I will say sure. I'm sorry for the moment. Then I will think about it a lot, but it doesn't change the fact that I respect that person's words. I will accept it because he or she requested something, asked something, and it's not my business, so I have to respect it. It is not my life. If I'm a big shit, I control my life. I can't control others' life.
Of course, of course.
So I will accept it. I will respect it.
But the problem. But what about them accepting and respecting your idea? Like, so, okay, there are two people. One of them has a very strong idea about gender identity. And they say, you should ask people what they want to be called. You should ask back, hey, Berk, do you want me to refer to you as he, him, or do you want me to refer to you as she, her? And they try to definitely make you think like that and live like that.
This is offensive, actually. Like, if you ask a person something like this, it's offensive, don't you think?
Yeah, I think the problem is something else. Like, we know that whenever we are seeing someone new, we are used to saying that, okay, my name is blah blah, I am blah blah years old, I am blah blah. So maybe the person who is introducing him or herself should say that, okay, my name is this one, and I'm a she, I'm a he, I'm a something. It is not my responsibility to ask it. Maybe it's their responsibility to tell me before me saying something wrong.
You're right.
Yeah, but still,
I agree.
outside of that relationship, still, let's say hypothetically, you are with that person somewhere. You're with that person somewhere, and
Sam, don't cry.
you talk about a girl, and you say she, and then she says, "How do you know she's a she?" This is what she says. This is her attack.
And then I will ask that fucker that, how do you know is he?
And then
No,
they
you
would
know-
say, "Okay, then call them they or them."
Okay, but
You know what I
these
mean?
are
I'm
the-
trying to say. Look, what
Yeah,
I'm trying to
I
say
understand, I
is,
understand.
why do you only think you should respect that person's ideas? That's the hard part.
no, we pick our friends. I don't think that I will pick such a person as my friend. So I won't
That's
have...
discrimination. That's very discriminative.
No, I mean
You're
a
so
person.
sexist.
A
so
person.
homophobic.
Wait. A person who is asking me, "How do you know is a she?" I mean that person. Because clearly he or she is an idiot. Because talking about something like that,
Calling you idiot.
Call an ambulance for something. I'm gonna go get the headache pill. By the way, my head is really
can you
Really?
also
bursting. Shirikako.
Bring shirikako for me.
Can I get one too? I'm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pause.
So can I also have some water?
You want water and you want
And
milkshake.
shirikako, yeah.
You want milkshake and water too.
No, just water.
Just water.
Yeah.
Do you want tea?
Oh, there's
Do
tea.
we have?
I'm gonna bring
All right, tea then.
All
Not
right.
fuck
Happy
water.
birthday.
Let's go past Shirikako now.
Shirikako and water.
Shikako.
So yeah. So what would you do?
What about
Like for
what?
example, you're talking with me and you're like mentioning someone, a girl that, oh my god, she's so cool. I love her. I have crush on her. And then suddenly I would say, I'm sorry, dude. She is not a she. She is a he, for example.
Someone like Samet says that. No, that's Sam. Sorry, not Samet. Sam. Someone like Sam.
Someone could say that.
Come on, Samet could say that too. Yeah.
So what would you do?
Like I would
Like,
ask like
what is your opinion about this topic?
about this topic. Like I guess it's bullshit. Like okay, I respect everyone's like it's their sexual life. It's their like it's not a choice actually. They born this way, and we got like of course. There's nothing to say. But like you don't call me he. I am a she. Like it's nah, I don't know. Like we call people as he or she just by their appearance. We are not talking about their sexuality or something.
So, like for example, in our parents' generation, I think at least 20, 30 years ago, if a girl had short hair, they used to say that, oh my god, look at her, she is like a boy.
I still say that.
Do you?
I don't like girls with short hair.
Okay,
For sure.
then we have some other problems. Yeah, okay. For me, it's not like that. Like I had the problem because I was in a society, a sick society like that. But I tried to see the reality. There is nothing wrong with like short hair for girl and long hair for boys.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong. I just don't like it. I'm just saying.
Okay, but that idea comes to the next part, which is you said that if someone says I'm not a he, I'm a she is bullshit. Maybe because you know the problem is we don't feel them. We can't understand them. No,
I'm gonna
that
bring
one
the-
is mine.
All right, thank you.
That one is mine. Give me my shit. So yeah, we can't. There is no way that we can understand them. There is no way that we can
Yeah, of
feel
course.
them.
Of course,
So-
they have to say.
And also at the background, a person, a girl or a boy, who is like, for example, let's say 26 years old, that person has gone to school, has gone to university, has been a kid in a family, and blah 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 blah, and no one respected that person. We had it in our society mostly. Like for example, everything has a frame. Like for example, if I want to be an artist, I can't because the frame of the society is engineering and being a doctor. Okay, so if a girl wants to have short hair, it is not in the frame. No, forbidden. If a boy wants,
It's forbidden.
No, I
I
mean,
know, but
like
I get you.
society will
Uh-huh.
look at them
Judge.
as an alien, like used at least with, let's say, our society used to see them as an alien, and then all these problems they're same, I think.
Same.
Yeah, like if we don't accept a girl with short hair, if we don't accept a boy with long hair, even if they are like the normal, can we say? Can I use normal?
Normal.
No.
You
Like
fucked up.
Normal.
You fucked up.
Normal
Like,
in a
keep talking.
frame that we know. Normal in a frame that we know. So
Regular,
if we don't accept them, then we have problem with the higher level of these kind of problems in our societies, and we can't accept those people if they are asking us to call them he or she.
Oh man, this tea is nice.
Let me check. Oh, thank you, by the way.
And I don't think that the meaning of he or she is because of the appearance. We are talking about something else for sure. It is not about appearance.
Yeah, if someone asks me to call them like this, okay, I would.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Okay, I
Whatever.
would. But like,
But in your mind, you
it's-
call that person fuck you.
idiots, that's stupid.
So, I mean, look, first of all, it's been a very sensitive topic. Like, as soon as you say something mildly off, people will attack you. I mean, well, if it's, I don't know, on Twitter, or if you're slightly known or well known or kind of known or whatever, the slightest mistake, the tiniest mistake you make, they're going to attack you. How dare you?
Yeah, of course.
You appropriate or whatever.
But I've never been an homophobic or something.
Sure.
Like, I
but
always
as I said, this is a different problem.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a very, very different problem. And the other thing, so yeah, you have to be careful about your language. I mean, everyone who like thinks or talks about this. But secondly, it's really interestingly, like, it can easily be so complicated, but interestingly, it's so simple. I mean, it just depends on, I would say, to some extent, it depends on which perspective you look at it from. So there is this very humble video from this, well, I don't know what a humble video would be. Well, the video wasn't really a special video. It was like a normal video of a dude filming with his, not even an iPhone, I guess, on the street. I mean, yeah, the camera was obvious. It wasn't even an iPhone camera. And so he asks this guy about gender identity.
Android is down.
So he asks the guy about gender identity, and he says, "Well, I don't care, because if they bury me somewhere and dig me up again 400 years later, they're going to say this person was a male. And same thing for women, for females." So this is a nice perspective, I would say. This is a very pragmatic perspective, I would say, actually. Very straightforward. It's just, facts. But then it can also be a very complicated, topic, maybe psychologically plus philosophically.
What if we are talking about the mental, not the?
As I said, it could be complicated psychologically and
Like
philosophically, not just not just psychologically. It could also be a very big philosophical problem. I forgot to get the cover for the tea, so it doesn't get cold.
Well, you can.
No, it's okay. For me, it's more comfortable.
Okay, can you please also zoom in that screen?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So, am I gonna die? Like, I feel like now I just started to feel like people can attack me, but I'm not that kind of person. Like,
Yeah, you're not. You're not at all.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'm not homophobic, but my words might seem homophobic. I don't know.
Also, we can say this is a new.
It's a new world.
It's a new. I don't know if we can. Yeah, it's a new problem for sure.
This is the new world.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't call that as problem.
no,
bro.
it is no.
What are you trying to say?
No, it is a problem because
Don't kill me, please.
because they weren't able to show their realities for 1,000 years, and now they dare to do that, but people don't accept them.
There's another thing, by the way. This is a very very sensitive issue when it comes to you being a white American living in America, like, because let me get like
We started a topic that we can talk about.
yeah, right. No, what I mean
let's
is,
do it.
so what I mean is, like, those people who happen to be white people and are in America as American citizens, they've hardly been part of a minority group. So African Americans, they have been. what is it called? Homosexuals, they have been. Bisexuals, they have been. This gender identity thing, yes. Mexicans have been minorities.
European
We
different
have
eras,
been.
yeah.
We have been
Yeah.
minorities. Turks, Iranians. So it's like, you know how it's like easy to be racist toward Turks, and for Turks it's easy to be racist toward Iranians. You know, we're like, yeah, sure, go for it. Go say anything you want about us. I feel like still it's less sensitive for us because we're already part of a minority anyway. You know, so yeah, I just think this would be a much more dangerous and difficult topic to talk about for, you know, a bunch
you
of
know
white
what?
dudes in Canada and America.
Like we are
Not to sound
really-
racist.
This is not racism, but you know, like my
Fuck this. It's just so hard to speak, you know, these days because everything you say might become,
problem.
yeah, problematic, racist,
Yeah.
or whatever.
You know, like you know, my girlfriend Luisa, Brazilian girlfriend I mentioned,
yes.
and like her parents don't want her to talk to me
Why not?
because I'm Turkish, I guess. I don't know. Because we met online and I'm Turkish. They think that I'm scammer, so we're just hiding it for now.
Ah, the fucking Turkish scammers.
Like all the Turkish, they're all scammers. I don't know, like
Like,
at least she doesn't think like that.
obviously,
Of
but so
course.
you've wanted to talk to her parents.
I did.
And they
Actually,
said
we
no.
cooked together.
Okay.
I was teaching her some Turkish food on
Which
camera.
Which food?
Kızartma,
Okay.
fried veggies,
Right.
and we
I
did.
didn't know kızartma could be fried veggies. I thought it could be anything like, you know, patates.
Yeah,
kızartması or-
yeah, it's veggie.
Oh, okay.
Well, all
that
of them
kind that kind of wedgies. I thought you meant vegetables. Okay.
No.
I love wedgies. I love potato
Of course,
wedgies.
of course. I was teaching that, like it took 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
She was cooking on her kitchen. Her parents were in the living room stuff.
Yeah.
And like we were just going by baby steps.
Yeah.
Like, right, look, we are cooking together. We are friends. I gave her like English lesson because she is preparing to IELTS.
Okay.
In prepared to IELTS, and I was like online Zoom lesson we had. And after that, her father said like, no one in the world does those kind of things.
So
He's
he said
most
you
probably a
lied.
scammer.
Yeah.
How old are they? Wow. Milkshake tea.
I don't think it's gonna go so bad.
Is
It's gonna be
it?
fine.
Let's see.
Enjoy your
Milkshake
drink.
and coffee. Not so sure.
Yeah, now we're just
There's mocha.
So do you, I mean, well, you might have the chance to go to Brazil, or she might have the chance to come to Turkey.
like, if I don't go first, she doesn't have a chance. But if I go and they see me,
And
they hello,
propose.
blah blah, and everything goes.
When do you think you could have a chance to go?
In summer, I guess June or July. I'm planning to go like for 2-3 weeks. If I can.
Brazil's economy is not that well either, right?
4 times better than Turkey.
Really?
For real.
Still better than Turkey.
4
But
times.
I mean, I do
4
remember.
times better or worse?
No, better.
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 They're better. 4 times.
I do remember after the Olympics, their economy got really fucked up, went down in the toilet, and during COVID, I also remember they had a horrible situation. They had a really bad situation there. I remember even seeing this video of their president. I don't know if he's still the president or not. He was pleading to Joe Biden. Yeah, he was the president that time, or maybe Trump. I'm not sure. I don't remember. To help him. They were really bad. They were doing really bad during COVID, and before that, after the Olympics. I don't know what it is about the Olympics. Do you guys remember that the same thing happened to Greece after the Olympics of Greece?
Economic crisis, you mean?
Greece's economy went right down.
It was like after Olympics?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
don't remember the specific
Well,
time, actually.
either it was during like the during the Olympics, a while before the Olympics started, or it just started right after the Olympics? I don't
Just coincidence, I guess.
know. Maybe. You know one thing though? Do you guys remember any fucking thing about the Olympics in Japan just recently? Do you even remember that happened?
I do.
Recently,
Yeah. Like
The openings.
that's the only thing, right?
was there an Olympics?
The Olympics happened in Japan last summer.
I have no idea. No, I can't remember.
Get some tea.
Right.
Drink some tea. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I hardly have any memory of it as well. Like,
What was I busy with
what?
last summer?
Yeah.
Actually, it just
Was it last summer? Yeah, it was last summer.
last summer, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It was either
Well,
before
I didn't
or
watch.
after your parents came.
2022.
Huh?
Are you sure?
Yeah. 100%.
Couldn't be.
Right. The basketball match, I just remember that, I guess.
I don't remember anything from it.
And volleyball.
Volleyball, maybe. Huh. Let's see. I don't know. Did Turkey do well?
Volleyball, yeah.
In
I'm not
volleyball?
sure about basketball.
I don't know. Oh, the women's volleyball, I think.
Yeah, of
Right?
course.
Yeah, I
They're
don't
queens.
remember much. I hardly remember anything. Well, to be honest, the only reason I watched the other Olympics before that was like if I ever had.
It wasn't in Japan. It was in China. It was in Beijing.
No, dude, it was in Japan.
Beijing is
No, it
China.
was. No.
No,
But it was in Japan because they were just
where?
arguing about like should they open the borders or not, and they just
No, Amir.
they only
I'm
allowed
1,000% sure it was in Japan.
But
You're
it's been written Olympic Games Beijing 2022 begun on Friday, February 4th.
no, that's impossible.
no.
It was in Japan.
Yeah, because I remember the discussions about like
Yeah,
opening the
I
borders,
remember it too.
and they didn't open
And
the
they
border.
didn't open the borders.
They just allowed to
Yeah.
like
It was only Japanese people or people who were already living
going to
in
contest or who are going to contest.
Japan. Or
let's say.
yeah. And actually, the stadiums did really bad. They didn't really have that many, spectators. Not many people went. Just write down Japan Olympics.
No, he's just
2020 was in Japan. 2022 was in China.
No, that's
in 2 years.
No, I mean,
There cannot
it's impossible.
in 2 years.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking. That's why I can't-
Olympics
I-
like in
because
every
we
4
have
years.
I watched the Olympic Games here.
Okay, but think about something.
Can
In
you
two-
give me my?
In 2022, we had World Cup, and we've never had World Cup and Olympic
Yeah,
in the
it's-
same
it
year.
was because of COVID. It happened because of COVID.
So from now on, we are going to have the Olympic and World Cup in the same year.
I don't know about that.
Maybe it was just going to be in China, and
No.
they.
It
No?
was never going to be in China.
No, right.
It was going to be. It was supposed to be in Japan.
Japan.
Just check your phone.
Yeah, no, it was going to be in Japan, and they just they decided not to do it during COVID, right? For 2 years,
Well, yeah, for 2 years.
I guess.
Okay, just Amir,
I will just check.
Yeah.
just do this. Just write down Japan Olympics opening.
Hi, this is the reason. Okay.
What
all right.
happened?
All right.
Okay.
It happened. It happened in 2022, but it was 2020 Olympics.
It was known as 2020.
Like the name of
Yeah.
the
That's
Olympics
right.
was 2020.
But again, for 2022 Japan Olympic, it's been written, it was held in Beijing.
That's wrong.
Beijing is in China. It's
I know.
the
that's
capital
wrong.
of China.
I know, that's wrong. Maybe the Winter Olympics.
No, it has
were-
been in 2021, I guess.
Okay, 2021. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2021.
2021. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the name of it, Amir, look, the name of it was Olympics 2020 Olympics, but it was in 2021. And it was in Japan.
So then what is
The 2022 one is probably the Winter Olympics that was supposed to be held in Beijing, China, but it wasn't.
Okay.
In your face.
I'm still not sure about
Remember,
Beijing.
I just checked the Google,
Yeah.
and it's been written Beijing. 2022. That's why I'm saying it was in China.
Well, did you hear anything or see anything about Beijing
No,
2022? That's what I'm
nothing.
talking about.
I don't know.
I can't remember any Olympics anyway.
Well, I used to.
Maybe because
If I
I'm
ever
not-
had the
I'm
chance,
not a
do you
fan
remember
of
Usain
Olympic.
Bolt?
Who?
Usain Bolt.
No.
What?
I just know the name. I've never been the fan of the Olympic.
I've never been a
Games.
fan of them either, but everybody knows about Usain Bolt.
I know the name, but if you show me a picture and ask me who is he, I would say, I don't know, probably.
Derek, do you know Usain Bolt?
Again, sorry.
The guy, Usain Bolt. He's
Yeah,
Canadian.
of course,
The
everyone
fastest
knows.
guy, something.
Yeah.
Flash.
He has a pretty
Flash, the Marvel one.
badass. Yeah, he has a
Yeah.
pretty badass world record. I think it's 9:31, 9:39 or something.
It
100
was.
meters.
I remember and knew something like Usain Bolt taking dopings.
No, that's impossible.
Impossible,
Well,
but I remember
all
something
of
like
them
that.
do use supplements, but I think Usain Bolt was always clean. Like he never came out dirty.
Right?
Yeah, I think maybe it's just I don't know, just rumors. or
Rumor,
something. Yeah,
probably.
probably like that. I've got a question for you.
Yep.
Me too.
You do?
For
My
me,
question is very superficial. It's very simple. I wanted to just reminisce on the good old days, you know, when we were all working at the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you miss most from there?
just you guys.
Ah,
Oh.
Aww.
And no, actually, I miss a couple
No,
of my
actually,
students
let
too.
me
no, actually, now that I'm thinking,
No, if I just no, like I really remember our breaks and like smoking together, and I miss a couple of my students. I'm gonna say not all of them.
Okay.
I miss a few of my
Don't
students.
tell us the names.
Yeah, of
say the
course.
names.
Don't break their hearts.
So they will all think like, oh, it's me, probably me.
Let them think in that way. Yeah.
play mind games.
No, like there are plenty of course, not just a few, but
You don't have to fix
You
your
don't,
sentence.
dude,
like 12, 13.
So that's good that you miss a couple of them. That's still, you know, that means. I mean, I'm sure that you really cared a lot too. in
Of
those
course,
days.
of course.
What's your best memory from there?
He was the activity guy.
He was the activity guy.
I was.
Yeah.
We were always playing game and stuff.
Yeah.
And was actually the first day. The first day is my favorite.
First day of when?
First day
First
that I
day of
start
4 or 5
like
years
demo,
ago?
my demo lesson,
okay.
my demo lesson.
Was I there? Was I there?
No, I guess this is why it's my favorite. Yeah.
Didn't you start the job there before Barrett?
Oh yeah.
So you were there.
No,
But you weren't.
I'm.
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
there. I
so
wasn't.
You remember that
I
meeting?
do remember. So
Sam told you
yeah,
that
Sam was
your
there.
friend is going to come.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh,
Son of a gun.
Yeah.
all right.
Actually, I was the last one who joined the team.
Might be.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
might
probably.
be. And you know his reaction when he heard that you're coming?
Me?
My reaction?
Your reaction.
Actually, he knew that I'm going to work there.
What was my
It
reaction?
wasn't a surprise for him.
What was my reaction?
Like our boss, Sam, you know,
Our boss.
boss,
Okay.
my boss. I was always calling her a boss. Boss, I was just saying boss.
I think Sam and I, we are the only people who never called anyone boss or sir.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not my.
All right.
Anyway,
Like we were in the teachers meeting.
Uh-huh.
Like there are 20 or something like teachers
Aw.
were in there.
that was. I mean, we used to be so many.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we
and
were
then
crowded.
Last year, it's just gone.
And he already got late for like 30 minutes or something.
I know which one
You
you're
remember? Now you remember. And after
Go
that,
for it. Like explain the scenario, like what happened. and
can I say everything?
I mean, sure. Yeah. Okay.
All right. And now everyone's going to be suspicious. Like, why did they say okay? All right.
It's just the time.
Just the time. It's just the time. All right. And after that, he just got in as sorry, like cool boy trip. You know him,
And he was 19 years old.
something like that.
Yeah.
And like her eyes were something like reddish.
Yeah.
Because he was sleepless. Yeah, sleepy.
I can say.
I was so sleepy that I was high.
Still he's.
Yes,
I was
still.
so sleepy that I was high. I was high from the sleepiness.
Same, but at the same time. All right. And then Sam told her that your friend Amir is going to work here. He is going to come in a few days. He said like, "Fuck." You remember? You remember that you said "fuck" in the meeting? Fuck, really? I'm sorry, but I had to do it. Like otherwise. And then he just turned to me with those eyes. We just kept looking each other like this.
Wow. And then when we went to the balcony, do you
Yeah.
remember what happened?
No.
So we were in the balcony, you and I were smoking. And then Sam came into the balcony and she started talking to us and, asking how we're doing and everything. And then she came to me and she said, "Hey, by the way, are you high?"
Did she?
I exactly remember that day. I remember what happened. I remember that I went before coming to the... I didn't remember there was a meeting. That's the thing. I just didn't remember it. And I was at this place.
Wow, surprise.
Yeah, I was at this place. You remember Music Bros?
Yeah.
I was at Music Bros. Music Bros was this beautiful...
Music Bros. First meeting of Barak. Was it the first meeting of teachers before I was working there? Music Bros.
Music Bros
I
is
don't
really old.
think so.
No,
Music
it
Bros was 2 years after we
Music Bros is
started working in
2019.
Chankrai too.
Music Bros is 2019.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I'm really bad in time and.
But
So-
I don't remember the topic.
And
We were
they
just-
had just opened like for 2 months or 3 months or something.
the meeting was about that.
Well, no. So
So
before
you
the
mean
meeting...
we used to go to Music Bros before I started teaching.
Yeah.
Wow.
Before you started.
Before I started.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so like that day I went to Music Bros was a beautiful place. It was just like
I had to do it, like
you sound like a camel from there.
I just want to try. Can I try again?
Go for it.
Okay, I like it. Okay, I will buy one of these too.
Just for the sound.
Just for the...
Yeah.
All right.
The Al was saying he needs to buy one too because he really enjoyed hearing his own voice. How's the tea with the milkshake, by the way?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Can I
good.
try? Why the fuck you are looking like this, both of you? Just... All right, it's good. It's so good.
Okay,
You're
so
relaxed.
you forgot the meeting.
Yeah, I went to Music Bros, and I had some coffee, and then this guy who used to own the place, he called me upstairs.
Pablo.
No, not him, another one. So I went upstairs. We hung out there a little bit, and when my eyes were red enough, then I remembered, holy shit, I have a meeting in like 20 minutes. And then I ran, to Chankay-do. Yeah. Good days.
Oh, good days.
Good days. So what's your best memory is that day, right?
That day? No. My first lesson.
Your best memory from there.
Yeah, it was
Favorite
you. It
moment.
was you. It was with you. Yeah. And
What about you?
I think the day that we had meeting with parents.
Remember that day? Holy
The
shit.
day that we had meeting with parents.
Do you remember that day? You were there, right? Yeah.
And
I
you know
was,
why?
I was.
Because I think it was the first time in a foreign country that I felt being accepted by the people of that country.
Wow, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, because that was the first day that the parents.
Oh,
Yeah, parents came and it was the first time that parents, I think, called me Hoja and blah 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 blah. And we had fun that day.
You
Like-
had fun that day?
it was
Yeah,
great
because
for me too.
because Homo was my partner for all the classes. So
So you two were together.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Mine was so fucking hard. You could speak Turkish, man. I was having such a hard fucking time. I was trying to be like very, intuitive and very instructive, but then at the same time, I was fucking sweating like I was wet. Like my black shirt was even blacker than before because it was so sweaty, and I was like, my Turkish was really not. It was okay, but it wasn't perfect. And then in the midst of that, I had this class, this wonderful class, of course, free class. And the father of one of the students, he kept asking me so many fucking questions. And the fucker had like a notebook and a piece of pencil in his hands.
Wow.
And he was writing things down, writing shit that I was saying with my A2 Turkish down. What is he writing down? I'm
No one helped you that day?
No, man. Well, my Turkish wasn't that bad, but still, it was far from
was
the
bad.
Turkish. It was.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was
it was
far
the-
from the Turkish that I had.
It's still
I think
bad.
it was the first year. I think it was the first year of us in Turkey, so I couldn't be very well because also even now we haven't studied Turkish like in an educational system in a course or such a thing. So we learned Turkish by ourselves.
Yeah.
And imagine it was the first year of being in Turkey.
Dude, it was hard. It's really fun.
Imagine
Was it your first year? No.
Well, no,
It was-
it was our second.
Your.
year.
no, I mean
No, it
in
was your
second
third year or
It
something.
was our
so-
second year in Turkey.
second year in Turkey.
Maybe.
Because for 1 year I was working in Keçiören.
Ah, yeah, with my mom.
Yeah, with your
Yeah.
mother. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We met there.
Don't ask me.
Why?
So the meeting was your like dearest memory
Like-
from that time.
Like, I mean, as a package, yeah, I think that day was the best of Çankaya. I started, like, the first, Sam told the other Sam that, okay, I have a friend who wants to be a teacher. And so I was there for the demo.
Thank you.
And my demo was with the worst
Students.
class of the history of Çankaya.
Oh my god.
But now, even now, we are talking with the students and we talk and we have fun and blah blah.
same
yeah.
class.
Yeah, with Emir, with Zakaria and blah blah.
But you talk with Zakaria?
We talk
What
with
is he
him.
doing, man?
They're fine. You know them.
How old are they?
Oh
Now
my god,
they're-
don't ask, dude.
Now they're 18, 19.
Unbelievable. Like my, of course, 3 students. They're like 19, 20 now.
Yeah.
It's unfucking.
Yeah, we are old.
Whoa.
They're Hilal, one of my students. She's like in university studying French and stuff right now. And yeah,
And
it's-
You're still talking?
no, not much.
I'm waiting for one of our students' schedule in university. Then after that, I will give some classes to her, and she will be my colleague.
Who? Which one?
Neil.
Oh,
Yeah, we are old.
yeah, we are so old.
Yeah, we are so old.
We're a bunch of old fucks.
Like, while we were playing online games, like when we were kids and stuff, like, what were you saying when someone asks for your age?
As a kid,
Yeah, you were a kid
Oh,
and
when
someone
we were
asked,
playing online and somebody asked
like,
for our age.
night online and stuff.
He
Like,
played too many online games,
yeah,
I'm afraid.
every day 24 hours.
Never played
I've
any
never
online
played.
games.
Online
Never
games.
played?
I don't like online games.
oh, you?
Well, you can't say you've never tried it.
Yeah, you can say that.
I was like saying like I'm 22, I'm 23, just to look older,
cool, yeah.
and now I'm fucking 28. I'm 28. I'm really old.
Did you know that I've never?
And we're getting older. Don't
Sam,
worry.
Did you know that I've never farted on the podcast?
I'm happy that you haven't.
I was thinking about it.
He never farts.
You're welcome to.
What do you mean? He farted?
Who?
The credit is all gonna go
He
to
never
you.
farts.
He never farts. Yeah, I
He
said.
never farts. Yeah, I told you.
The credit will all go to you if you fart. It's your fart.
Not
now.
now. Maybe whenever we started the camera.
Farted on camera.
Yeah.
My best memory from there is, if you remember, it's actually on Sam's Instagram. It's this day when
JJ, you were playing
all of us
music.
were downstairs.
What's JJ doing, by the way? Okay, we will.
Yeah,
okay,
we'll go to that.
All right.
All of us were downstairs on the 3rd floor. And I was playing guitar, and there were like 150 something students downstairs, and it was fucking hot.
JJ was singing.
JJ was singing.
Rose
Sam,
was
Salman was playing the
Yeah.
guitar. Rose was singing.
And I
Everybody
think-
was there. You were there.
I wasn't.
Maybe you were not. You were off.
The
probably.
5th, I remember.
I think the day that someone was playing there, I wasn't there too.
No, you were there. I have a video where you're in it.
No, okay.
You're visible in the video.
Because I remember a time that someone was there and you guys played something there, but I wasn't there.
That was
So
another time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but so
I mean,
another
the first time you played something, I wasn't there, but the second time I was there.
Another
It
reason-
was after the birthday, I think. The day after the birthday of Sogol, so we went to the academy together and we had a music.
that's the day. Yeah, that's it. The other time that you weren't there was actually another really fun time, but it wasn't as good as this one. The other time we were there at Sogo's place, and then the morning was like Rodri was there too. In that time, the other time, and
The Evolution Night.
oh yeah. So we woke up really late, and like we had a half an hour left to our class, and then Sogo was like, "Come on, hurry up!"
And
Sam
wait.
was like, "Hurry up, hurry up!"
How late? All the teachers, the coordinator,
Everybody was there. Everyone was there.
at Sogol's place.
Everyone got late?
We were all there.
It was Sogol's birthday.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we were there that night. It was Friday night. So Saturday morning at 9, the classes start.
Sorry, yeah.
But we were sleeping. What time is it now? It is 8:30, 35, 40 even.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, the time reached to 45 and everyone was shouting, "Come on, it's late!" Because the academy was like empty. All the teachers,
No one.
everyone was
Everybody
there.
was there. Everybody was there. You know what else I miss? The shitty mornings that I was so hungover. And I would like come to the course and I was like dying and I just didn't have any energy in my feet and legs and I was thirsty and I couldn't smoke because if I smoked I would get drunk again because of so much alcohol that
Yeah, I
had,
remember.
And then
Like-
I'd have this wonderful coffee from downstairs. And Amir and I would not talk for the first 1 hour.
Yeah.
Just couldn't.
Yeah, I remember. You like this.
But
Lots
then-
of them, actually. Like, you were like this at least once a
Oh my
month, I
goodness.
guess.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Do you think the students picked it up? Do you think the students realized?
That's why they love us.
Like, do you think they would they would say, "Man, this dude looks fucking awful
Remember
today.
Sam?
Sam looks dreadful today."
I guess they did. It was obvious.
Yeah.
It
One
was pretty
time
obvious.
I had had so much alcohol the night before that day after when I had a class, I couldn't. First of all, I couldn't continue, so I asked the other coordinator before Emir, Zainab, to like give me a break. And then she was like, "Oh my gosh, are you drunk?" I was like, "No." I was like, your breath smells like alcohol, like really bad. Holy shit! I just had a 3-hour class with my other students. If you and we were in open air, if you can smell me in open air, don't you think my students 3 hours ago
Of course, for sure.
smelled that alcohol? Oh my.
Like, they were high school kids.
Well, yeah, 15, 16-year-olds.
Yeah, it's okay then. But they understood, but it's
Oh.
okay,
Oh,
I guess.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
better than secondary school, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you have kids there?
Yeah, sure. We had 9, 10, 11-year-olds.
Really?
We used to, I mean,
Like, have you taught them?
oh, have I?
Yeah.
First of all, in my first year in Ankara, in where the place where I used to work.
Çankaya did.
Huh?
I mean, Çankaya did.
At Çankaya, yes and no. In the beginning, yes. But
I guess
way
we
before.
shouldn't give names.
Huh?
I guess we shouldn't give names.
Why not? Oh, no, like student names?
Instead-
Oh, fuck that. So I did teach kids in the first couple of months, way before YouTube came. It was just me and Mohammed. Like literally, it was just two teachers.
Yeah, and also they were like, I think 40, 50 students in the academy.
Yeah, it was basically just 2, 3, 4 classes.
It was the time that they just moved to that place, to that new office.
Probably, yeah. Sam was a teacher, Mohammed was a teacher, I was a teacher, and then Phoebe, our other friend, the Iranian girl, came by. And, yeah, I did used to teach kids, but very shortly after, it just turned into teenagers only. It was just mostly teenagers. It was fun with kids too.
You had kids a lot. Actually, I have to ask you, did you teach high school students?
Yeah, my last year.
Always teaching kids.
Yeah.
No, my first year and second year. Like, no, my first year was only with like secondary schools.
Because you were really good with kids.
I was good. I was good, but
You are good.
You-
I was
You're gonna make
having
a
much
great
more
father.
fun with high schoolers.
Back, you're gonna make a great father.
I know, but I don't want to be a father.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a problem.
yeah.
Actually, I want. I always wanted to have a daughter.
One, I want to have
One.
thousands of daughters.
No, one. Like, two looks scary to me, actually.
At least 3. I'm serious. I'm serious. One is not.
You think like him?
If I want to have children, one is not enough. No.
No?
No way.
No, I guess one is perfect.
0 or at least 3.
Think of it like this: you already have, like, I don't know,
Hundreds of children. you
Well,
mean? Yeah, I have.
the ones that you are still in touch with and care about. You still
Okay,
have,
but you have to-
many people who you look
I
at.
am
as-
close to all my
children.
students. All my students in active, all my students in Çankaya, all my students in English culture now. I know them one by one. I know their hobbies. I know everything. That's why I can't remember my parents' birthday.
Your brain's full of
So
shit.
yeah, that's completely true. Like, I call my students like kızım, my daughter, or my son, or such a
That's
thing.
one thing I can't do. I don't know.
Yeah,
don't
I
like
do it,
doing
and
that.
I really mean it because I love them.
I love them
I
too,
love
but
my
I
students.
can never
so
call
yeah,
them.
it is true. I have hundreds of students.
Yeah.
Like for example, the student that I teach online, you know her,
Bella.
Belen. Yeah, I've been teaching her for 2 years now. I don't have the time to teach her now. I don't accept any students because I'm so busy with the office. But I can't cancel her classes because I love her, and I am scared of canceling the class, and then she won't accept anyone else, and I don't want to ruin her future. It is too difficult for me, but I'm doing it. So yeah, I love my children, my students.
My
so
children.
I have hundreds of children, but the fact is, having children, like the children, it's something else, I think.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Like,
till now, we always been scared of having children. We always prayed for a good
condoms protection.
but the feeling of having children is something else.
Why don't you why don't you want to be a father? What's the reason or reasons that you don't want to be a father?
Like, actually, I don't have a specific reason, but I sometimes see some kids on the street and they're just like fucking condom commercial. I'm just so scared to have that kind of kid. If I'm just gonna have a like nice, cute girl,
Yeah.
like don't cry, then
But
blah
there's
blah.
no guarantee.
Don't you think that it's also related to the way that you educate your kid?
It is, but not 100%, because they will learn from their friends, they will learn from TVs, they will learn from YouTube
Okay,
and
but
stuff.
don't you think that also you prepare something for them to have friends? Like for example,
But
I think if I have at least 3 daughters, first of all, our family friends will be some specific people. Because, like for example, you, Sam, even now, I have some specific friends. I don't want to be friend with everyone because my life, as I think, is a miracle. So I don't want to waste my life. So when I marry someone,
oh,
when I marry someone and when I have children, these picking friends will be even more filtered.
Yeah, you're right.
So then the friends of my children will be picked also, and also the school that I'm going to send. I'm not sure if I have a children, I will go send them to school or not. That's another topic. But like for example, I don't know. Let's say for example, my daughter likes ballet dance. Then I will find a good one. If someone wants to learn French, then I will find a good place. So I will also help them to find good friends. It is not 100%.
But you can't always limit
Yeah,
them, though.
exactly.
You
It
can't
is not
limit them
100%, but you can somehow control it up to 70-80%.
I know.
And
Yeah, but-
also, the way that you work with their mindsets also important.
Yeah, you're right. Like, but it's still a chance. Like, it feels
It's
like a
not
biggest,
definite, right?
like it feels like the biggest gambling in the world. Because like you're just spending fortune and you're just spending your life to raise that kid,
Okay, but
and it can turn.
Our life is a bit like every morning while I'm going to office, something can happen. So I have to stay at home, but I'm not. I'm going somewhere.
But something can happen at home too.
Yeah. So this is life. Like, I mean, this is not the reason, for example, for me that I don't want to have a kid. I'm talking about the reason. Maybe that's not the reason that you're talking about.
No, I want to have kid too, but I'm so scared at the same time.
Why
It's
do you
it.
think? Why do you think we want to have kids? First of all, to begin with this.
I don't know. I have so much love inside me. I gotta share.
Yeah.
It. No, it feels. I don't know. I don't know. Why do we want to have kids? To give my real estate, blah blah, my fortune
No. Like,
to
I mean,
pass.
the reason
Heritage.
that you said it's my reason actually. Like, I have my students. I have my, like, you know, Sue in Pangaea.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I feel good when I'm playing with kids, when I help them, when I teach them, and blah 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 blah. Okay, I imagine the situation that I have that kid all the time by myself at my home. That the life will be so fun for me.
Isn't that just a little bit too selfish to only?
Okay, I'm not talking about having children. Maybe I can adopt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not just talking about having children. Yeah.
So back to you. Like, what do you what do you think is the better way to think about it? To say, well, it's a hustle, and it's basically, you know, gambling, you know, your and her or his life, or do you say there's a good chance that I could protect and provide?
Of course, I can. I can take care. I can be her or his best friend. But I don't know. Like, eventually they will have some friends, and they will meet some people. And
That's so sad.
what?
Yeah,
It is so sad. Like, I can't imagine that.
Think
Like-
the way I'm thinking.
Like, I think
No,
this is something girlish that girl think about everything in the future, and I have it. Like, I even think about the day that my daughter is getting married. And that's so sad.
What do you think about adoption?
It's all right. I'm okay with that. But like it's actually same with like having children or adopting a kid. Like, same thing, I guess. But if I'm just going to do it, I'm gonna have a kid with with the person that I'm so sure that I'm going to be together forever. Because like if we have kid together, you have an like unbreakable bond. You cannot break up with that person. You always have to stay together until you die. And until I'm sure about it, I'm not gonna have a kid for sure.
I wish we could have children without marrying someone, like some specific animals, without having sex even, like just having the children. Because
So
having a
what's the-
partner and these pressure on me that I think about it, I have to find some, like, I think if I start a partnership with a girl, I'm not going to look at her as my partner if I want to marry that person. I will think about her as the mother of my children. I'm so hungry.
What do you want? Biscuit?
Doesn't matter.
Here you go. Which one do you want? This one or
All right, that
this
one.
one?
Yeah,
You
that
like
one.
this more?
I'm still so hungry.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you.
Try to cook something after this.
Yeah, so I think I don't, for marrying someone, one of the reasons that I'm going to marry someone someday, maybe, probably not, is that I look at that person as a mother of children, not as a partner or wife for me.
What do you mean as a mother of children?
I think
It's so
That's
bad.
That's a little bit dangerous.
So
yeah,
bad.
it is.
You know what?
You're,
Like,
you're ready to be attacked on.
Why? Why?
You're thinking of the woman as a mother? How dare you? I'm
Like
joking.
mother, also
I'm
adoption is a choice there. Like mother, not mother. Like a person who can be mother for some children, not being a mother by herself. Like for example, we can adopt
Like
some
a
children,
cow,
but
you mean?
she has to have the ability to be a mother, taking care of the
all
children.
right,
I mean,
all right.
not being pregnant. I mean,
No, I know. But I mean, well, I was
I'm
joking.
talking about
I don't-
something else. Like if I love someone, I also consider the fact that I need someone for my children, not just for me.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
I see. A person who also wants to have children
Yeah.
and
Who
wants
can,
wants
who
and
can
wants
have
to.
children, who is responsible enough
Yeah,
to
right.
have
That's what I want to say.
fucking words.
No, it's great. You just have to, care a bit more.
I have to explain and I hate explaining.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
But like, you know this triangle rule in the
what?
relationship?
what is it?
Like this type of triangle.
Okay.
What, like ikizkenar. But what's it? Twin?
What?
Twin?
Just normal triangle.
Normal triangle. But no. Like this
These two are same size.
same side, but this is shorter.
Okay.
Like-
I have no idea. Check it. Check the English word for
I don't know, like this short corner. What was the name of?
the
H? What's H?
No, I'm so bad at this stuff.
Yeah, me too. I'm so bad at
The
All right.
shorter
shorter part.
part.
Okay.
Wait. Let's see.
Wow.
Also check what the word zel is in. No, not zel.
Yeah.
Yeah, zel in English.
Side.
Side.
That shouldn't be it. Side.
Side,
Short
right? Side.
Okay. That's not correct.
The short side,
Okay.
like the corners of the short side, has to be mom
Okay.
and father,
Okay.
and this like
The sharp. The longer.
longer edge, like the corner, the top has to be the kid. So like mom and
Wait. I'm checking something. Wait.
Don't forget your words.
no.
What?
Isosceles triangle.
What?
Isosceles triangle.
Isosceles triangle.
Isosceles?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
It's called an isosceles triangle.
all right.
Wow, I didn't even know the Farsi word for this.
Yeah.
The
Farsi
isosceles.
is mutasaviul sagain.
Mustasaf.
Mutasav it means equal and sagain it means sides. And it is Arabic. It is not Persian, but we use the Arabic words in
Got you.
So
For us, it's ikizkenar, like because these two are same.
The
and
same thing.
it's short.
Like literally the same words in Arabic and Persian.
okay, you were saying so the right
So, like-
side
Recorded by
is
my
the
phone.
father, left side is the mother, and
Mother
the top,
and
the top.
the top
The
is the
top
kid.
edge.
Like
Top
the
edge, right.
like you always have to be closer with your wife than your closer
They
with your
tell you
wife.
a line. If you get close enough.
Yeah. And like you always have to be the same distant with the kid. Like if you just take care of the kid too much,
Yeah.
then mom is going to feel upset
that's a
and
wise-
gonna feel jealous.
That's a wise example. Good.
And you always have to take care of your wife more than your children.
No way.
Yeah. But then after that, like you're never gonna have a like good, like sustainable relationship. It's gonna be fucked up in the
Fuck
end.
relationship.
So, but
Like,
if you just say
at
fuck
this
relationship,
age, I can decide to go to NASA and do something different, or I can start being a doctor. I can do whatever I want. I don't care.
yeah.
But I have problem with relationships.
But if you're not going to have a good relationship, then your kid, I feel just bad.
Maybe the
For your
next level
kid.
for me is going and work in a charity. So there are lots of children there, and I'm
Why?
not married to someone.
Yeah.
Lovely. That's the best idea I've ever found in my
And they're
life.
just gonna keep changing, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like gambling. This one is fucked up. All right, like, next.
Actually, I think this one is better than marrying someone.
Well, you don't really. You've never really disagreed with marriage, and you don't disagree with marriage.
Yeah, but
either.
also
No.
I've never.
Of course, I
Had
love
to.
the idea concept of.
But I've
marriage.
never also had a like girlfriend in my life. I've never.
Like a serious, very serious.
Yes, a
relationship.
very serious relationship.
Yeah, because when you say girlfriend, it like sounds.
Threesome.
girlfriend.
I don't think I've had any of that either.
Yeah. This is the only thing that you need someone to do something. Like, I mean, relationship is 50-50. But in my life, I can do whatever I want alone. But relationship, you have to stop in a limit.
Yeah.
And consider the other person, the other partner. Like, I'm not an asshole in group, in teams.
Group
Hopefully.
again.
Not sex, you asshole. But you work with me in a group.
Remember that night that all we were talking about was just sex.
Really.
Everything was related to sex. stuff.
He's starting again. Okay, you
He needs
guys.
his
Wait.
partner,
I now I have.
He misses his partner.
He has a partner.
I have a
No. I mean Summit.
summit. Yeah, of
For-
course. We were only
Yeah.
talking
His
about.
partner in crime. That's what I'm talking about.
Actually, it's good that he's not here.
Well,
One of them is enough here. So next time we will invite Summit. So you guys work with me in a team. Am I an asshole? Please be honest.
Well,
Without, please, don't for 2 minutes. Don't make any jokes. Be
This-
honest and serious.
like the sad part of this, it wasn't a joke. Like I was just thinking.
Okay, go and answer.
Like while I'm working with you, it was good. Like while you were just a teacher.
oh,
All
there's
right.
a butt. There's a butt.
There is a bot. Yeah. Okay.
I said what in the butt.
Okay.
But when you became like what was the name of it? Supervisor.
Okay.
I guess you were just sometimes like overreacting, or sometimes you were just trying to be a little bit bossy.
Pushy. Or
Pushy.
bossy. Okay.
Like bossy. Sometimes I'm not
Do you
just saying.
remember any examples?
Any
Because
examples?
I try so hard not to do such a
I
thing.
remember-
Just- okay,
But-
I will just give you.
I remember one example. It's not about me. It's about Summit. It's really funny.
Okay.
It was this day. Summit and I, we went to this place, Durumle, and these motherfuckers, they have some of the best chicken wrap in Kızılay. But the problem with them is, if you go there for food, you're going to be there for an hour. It's going to take a while. It's going to take at least 30, 40 minutes until your food is ready. And Summit was with me, and his food came late, and my food actually came earlier than him, and than his, and I was eating, then his food came, and he started eating, and then he was like, "Fuck, it's gonna be late," and I was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." So he was late, some 5 or 6, I don't know, almost 10 minutes maybe. He was late, right next to Block B, right next to the entrance of Block B. I was just saying goodbye to Summit, and then suddenly Amir came out from Block B, and he just looked at Summit like this, and he walked. Summit, and then
He's going to kill.
And then the first thing Summit says, "Yeah, I'm going right now." And Amir said nothing. He just walked, like frowning. On,
No, but it's something that had to be done.
and it felt so
Because
good.
it's your
It felt so
responsibility
good
at
for
that
me
moment,
because
yeah.
I didn't have anything to do with that. I was like, yeah, I'm free right now. Thank you, Summit.
Okay. Your example.
My example, like we were sometimes not sending those, like actually we were sending, but
The report sheet?
report sheets, like you were saying like send them until Friday, all right? And when it's like Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, you were just saying red alert, and put in those.
Yeah, because you don't see something. Like, for example,
Hmm.
Sunday is the exam, and Monday morning, parents start calling me, what happened to exam? So imagine I just make them wait till Thursday, and I tell them Friday I will tell you. Friday I will tell you. So I had to remind, and it wasn't for you. It was for some teachers who couldn't do it on time. I don't want to say the names, but they were lots of teachers that they couldn't do it on time. They've never come to the classes on time.
I
So
know.
I had to do it. It
I
wasn't
know
for you.
one of them.
So I never wanted to be bossy.
I know,
Even
I know.
whenever I'm working somewhere, like we worked together for many years,
Yeah.
and I told you, like you never called me like sir, hoja, blah.
Of
blah.
course,
I
no,
hate those words. Even now in my academy, I told everyone, don't call me sir, don't call me hoja. I
And
have
the moment
names.
he said that, somebody said, "Sorry, sir."
Sorry, sir, never gonna happen.
So I don't
Sir, I
want
have a
to be
question.
bossy, but even as a teacher, I didn't know that. That parents, that like manager, like blah blah, students in the office, for example, let's say we have 100 students, so 100 students plus fathers plus mothers, so there are 300 people, and I'm waiting just for one teacher to answer all those people. So imagine the pressure.
I can get you for real. And there's one more thing.
Yeah.
The thing that I learned from you and I'm still doing on my private lessons too. You were saying that like when you were not a supervisor but just a teacher, and just a teacher.
I can guess. Just start your class 5 minutes later, but I start energetic. Yeah, I love that idea.
Yeah, I still feel like that. Like, and you were saying like class starts whenever the teacher is ready.
Yeah.
But you weren't following that. You weren't at the same point when you became a supervisor.
I wasn't with you, at least.
Wow.
But I changed my phone, but I could show you the camera pictures that they used to send me and tell me where is the teacher. You know? These are the things that you couldn't see it. And I was handling it, all of them, because I was a teacher and I know that. I can't remember that I told you you are late for your class or such a thing. Did I ever tell you such a thing? To you, I mean, or to
To
Sam?
me, like specifically,
Yeah.
I guess once. Once.
Yeah.
Because I was always on time. Just like for once, I got late for 3-4 minutes or something. No. In the morning, I was sometimes being late for like 2-3 minutes late.
And even for those days, I told you, if you have any problem, call me, so I will cover the class, so we won't have
Yeah,
a
of course,
problem.
of course. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the photos that they
No,
sent.
like you were good. You were good for real.
It's the photos that
Just-
they would send. It was the same with Sam before him. Like she would also show me like photos that they've, her superiors have sent her.
Yeah, for example,
Even for me, like they would send photos of me, like, why is he sitting on the table, on the desk? Like, I used to sit on the desk a lot. Then they sent a couple photos to Sam, like, can you tell him not to
Really?
sit on the?
yeah, for example, they call, like, for example, if you're responsible for the teachers, they call you into the room and they tell you, I was so happy that
Can you bring that a bit higher up?
I'm fine. I can hear myself.
I'm seeing that it's not picking you
Okay.
completely up.
Thanks God I'm not in that situation and position anymore. It's my job and I can do and I can behave in a way that I want. But that back then, for example, they used to call me to the room and show me some pictures and ask me to call you guys while I am in the room. So imagine sometimes I was talking to you guys on the phone and they were there and they were listening to me. Yeah. Those are the things that you couldn't see.
Gotcha.
So now, I'm not a good person in teamwork then. And imagine I want to have a girlfriend. It's not possible.
No, you were good. You were good. I'm just giving some specific.
I mean, when you're able to go to your chess tournaments and be late, half an hour, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, or buy a piano, be late for half an hour, 50 minutes, it's fine.
You
for me.
did. You did.
I did all of that. I did all of that. Oh my. But it was, oh man, it was fun. Till some point, it was perfectly great. Like it was perfect. It was really fun. But then just, I mean, we had started having less teachers, less classes, and yeah, you know, just.
Did you know that I gave Amir as a reference?
Yeah, actually,
my-
they called me.
They called you, right?
Yeah.
What reference? Where?
To Losev, that
Oh.
place.
Why didn't you take
Take what?
the job?
No.
You said they
Reference.
called you.
No, like
Oh,
He
as a
wrote
reference.
my
Reference,
number.
reference.
Summit did the same thing a while ago.
with
was
you.
like, yeah, guys, I gave your number and Amir's number as a reference. I said that you were the coordinator of Çankaya and Amir's coordinator of Çözüm. And so they called me and I was like, and they were like, hello, good day. You know, we just want to ask a couple of questions about Summit. And I said, yeah, go ahead. Sure. It was so serious. So I was like, oh, evet, buyurun. And then she just asked, you know, how do you know Summit and stuff like that.
What did they ask?
Well,
To both
they
of
asked
you.
about his English. Oh, about you?
No,
That's
I'm
a-
asking both of you, like about Summit and about me.
Summit. They first of all, why didn't you give me as a reference, you fucker? Secondly,
Because I was the coordinator.
I know. I mean, it's easy. You could just give anybody as a reference, basically. So yeah, nothing much. She
Maybe
just
they
asked.
do. I don't know.
She just asked, you know, like, did you see anything unexpected or out of norm from Summit when you were working with him? And I said, well, firstly, he was working for me. I wasn't working with him.
You said that?
Yeah. So
Who is bossy?
You just had one chance and you took it.
I
Huh?
took
You took-
I took it. I took it. And then yeah, I just, you know, I said he's a great guy. And then they asked a couple questions about his English and stuff like that. It was very normal. What about you?
First of all, they asked me.
They called you then.
Yeah.
Okay. For
The same-
Summit or
like
for back?
no, for back.
Okay.
Like I have to shit.
I gotta pee.
I'm not gonna tell my dream again.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna talk about my dream again.
You have to.
No. Well, unless both
So-
of you are gonna go to the toilet at the same time.
Okay. Anyway, so they called me and they asked, "How was back? Did you work with back and blah blah? Where did you work? How was the position? Blah 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 blah." And yeah, I talked. I told them that okay, back was on time. He was a good guy in the group work and blah 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 blah. I told them lots of things like about his creativity. He's a like the best person to bring some new ideas. He can always push the group to be better and blah blah.
Oh, thank you.
And then after that,
Full of shit, but
No,
reality.
it's true.
Reality. I never lie.
You're
Oh,
really good with kids.
Yeah, I told not
Not just with kids. No, you're
Like,
really good with your students. I mean,
even-
you were very creative.
even
a
in-
lot of activity. I never did even 1% of the activities that you did.
no.
Like after
that's-
seeing your method, I started using different activities. And
Again, sorry.
Like after seeing your classes, like do you remember? I even before being a supervisor, I used to go to different classes and just sitting whenever I had time. So after seeing your classes, I started finding new activities, finding new game, making new games, and blah blah. It was because of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, but then fucker, bitch, asked me, okay, can you please tell these sentences in some simple words? And then I told her, sorry, my Turkish is not good and I have to go.
Really? Yes. Yeah, good. Good
What do
way.
you mean simple words?
I don't know. Like maybe she didn't have enough space to write. So that's why she asked for some simple words. And like sum up all of them in some words so I can write it and make or something.
They were like, asking like cons and pros, I guess. Like three good things, three
Probably,
bad
but
things,
I
kind
told
of.
you everything, so write some words. You
Did
idiot.
they ask about like about bad things?
Yeah, sure.
What did you say?
I thought for at least 2 minutes. I said, let me think. I can't find anything.
You said?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
that's the right way.
Thank you.
So who's gonna go first?
Me.
All right, go.
So you got the job. Ooh, sorry, that was you got the job.
I got the job. I will start on Monday, I guess.
Wait, it started this Monday, or it's gonna start?
Start next Monday.
Oh, okay, it starts next Monday. Cool.
My last free day. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I wish I had some more tea too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, like my last 3 days that I
Yeah.
can sleep, I can hang out.
Yeah. How's the working hours gonna be?
From 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And I'm also going to work on Saturdays too, from 8 to 4. For the first 4 months, it's gonna be like this.
It's gonna be mandatory. You have to work on Saturdays.
Yep. But like 4 months later, it's gonna be like for 2 weeks, it's gonna be still from 8 to 4. But for 2 weeks, it's gonna be like 8 to 1.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. How long is it gonna take you to get to work from home?
Actually, like an hour or something.
Ooh. It's an hour away from your house.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Like without traffic, it's something like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but there's traffic.
But like in the
Both
morning, it's gonna.
hours. Both hours. Both
Yep.
when you're going and when you're coming back.
Yep.
And especially because you have to get past Kizilai anyway. It's always going to be a bit,
Yeah.
locked up there.
Like, and I don't know how am I going to give my private lessons actually, because I will get back home I guess at 7 or 7:30,
Yeah.
and I will have private lessons every day
Yeah.
on weekdays.
Can't you do that at the office for an hour?
I stay there and give lesson,
No.
kinda.
Like, I don't know. I don't know how your office works. If you're able to be free for like 40 minutes, that's impossible, right?
Yeah,
That's not
impossible. Impossible.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. But you either have to just. So, what I think is you either have to work really hard, like when you come back home, half an hour, rest and get some coffee or something, and then go for an hour or 2 hours of lessons for a while until the lessons end, or schedule differently, like do only 2 lessons per week. So 2 days of your week would be like this.
It's kind of bad. It's
Yeah,
gonna be rough, I guess. I don't know. I prefer 1 lesson every day, I guess, instead of like 2 lessons.
One lesson
2
a
days.
day. One lesson a day. How many students? 3?
4 students, but 6 hours.
4.
2 of them gets 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to schedule it somehow, I guess. But it's gonna. Well, look. If it's too much, if you see there's too much, and you really can't, and you really need some extra time off, because an hour or 2 hours, when you're working until 7, when you're home after 7, is a lot. An hour and 2 hours is a lot of free time. So if you really feel like you need it, and if there's really no way that you can, suck up the energy and just go through the lessons lively, then you'll have to just cancel your lessons. You'll have to just find another teacher, and
I'll just cancel. Maybe like there, 2 of them are taking 2 lessons, like I said. Maybe I will just lower to 1 to them for them.
maybe maybe
I won't
something
cancel
like
it, like any of my students, but 2 lessons. I'm thinking about it,
that. Yeah, I can do that too.
and I can be free on Thursday and Friday
Yeah.
evenings at least.
I guess that means it'll be harder for us to see you then.
Yep, I will be only no. Actually, we can see each other on Saturday evenings and on Sundays too, like all day. I'm gonna be
Well,
free.
if things, things seem to be going well for most of you. Summit is also relatively busy all day until like 6 or something anyway, and so is Amir. Amir even way later, like way longer, like 9 or something. But yeah, we could definitely manage, a day in a week or every 2 weeks or something. Problem that I think we have when everybody is like working a lot, or either working just like job working or like working on other things, It's
But you
really
have a
hard
job
to.
too, like
it's
you
really,
have online job.
yeah, but it's really hard to manage your time with friends, especially if you are really social. I'm happy that I'm not really that social. I mean, I know a lot of people, but most of them know that I can't really hang out unless I really, have that free time. Like, because otherwise it's really difficult. Because I already have like close friends who I would love to see every week, every 2 weeks, and then there's not much time. And I'm sure it's the same with you, right?
Yeah, same.
It's really hard to manage.
But still, we are creating time with my friends. Actually, we're trying to see each other like every Saturday. Every Saturday, it's something like regular, like not every week maybe, but at least once in every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah, that's nice. Would you like to come for breakfast one time here?
Of course, but not in the morning, please. Like
I just said
Sun-
breakfast.
not in the morning, please. I said like
I
it's
just said
brunch.
breakfast.
I would rather a brunch. Because I gotta sleep on Sundays for sure.
I know.
For
Well,
sure.
the sad part is I'd probably put breakfast, like I usually do breakfast on Fridays or Thursdays. That's the tough part.
I will never have time.
That's sad.
Only text.
Well, you know who comes over? Remember the people whose house we went to like 3-4 years ago? You took me to their house. My friends who were living in Dickman. We drove there.
Yeah.
Remember that time?
Once,
Yeah, once. It happened once.
right?
And then you never came back. It was Hannah, Yeet, Paul, right? Turkish Americans,
Yeah.
right? So they usually come for breakfast.
To you?
Yeah, usually. Sometimes.
I actually wanted to see them again
Yeah, well,
after that.
yeah, it's been a while. You haven't seen them in
Like
like
for many years,
Yeah,
like
3,
3-4 years maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe
yeah.
we can meet together.
Yeah,
I will
I mean,
follow.
I'll try to set up breakfast for Sunday, but again, it's breakfast. You got to be here early, bitch.
Like at least 11, let's say.
I'll try to do that. If you 100% come, and if everybody else also manages to join, sure, we can do that. We can do that. But aside from that, what are you planning to do for the next couple of years? This is a question I also asked Al. You haven't met Al, have you? It's our
No.
he's our-
Al?
Yeah, he's also. I'm happy you didn't say ayak.
What is this? Of course. I'm watching it again with my girlfriend right
Really?
now. I started for the 8th time, I guess.
Oh, wow.
7th or 8th.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, no. So Al is a friend of ours. He was on the podcast previously, recently. And what was I going to say? Yeah, he was on with our other friend Mohammed, and I also asked them the same question. I think it's an interesting experiment because you're going to listen to yourself. You're going to listen to this in 2-3 years, and you definitely have probably interesting ideas, or at least just some ideas about everything. So, yeah, what's the plan? What are you planning to do for the next couple of years? Do you even think about it? Do you
I
do
do.
you care, or do you think you should just go with the flow?
No, I'm planning things. But I don't know, like, they're possible or, like, just dreams. I'm planning to stay in Turkey for a few years, at least, like, maybe 1 or 2 years more. And after that, I might, like, if everything goes well, I might move to Brazil for real. And we already talked about to start. Do you know meyhane?
Yeah, sure.
I talked about meyhane. Like I always wanted to open a meyhane.
Really?
For real.
I didn't know that.
A bar or meyhane. I was
Or
between
maybe
two of them.
Can we have a mixture? Like, could you have?
Yeah,
a mixture?
I'm thinking about something
How
like
would
that
that
because meyhane might not work there, but we will have the meyhane concept, but also the bar concept at the same time. And she's really into it.
Oh.
She really wants it. It like became our biggest dream. I don't know. I will just go check.
Having a Turkish meyhane in Brazil sounds surreal. It sounds really, really cool. And I would be happy to like say, hey, yeah, I have this friend who lives in Brazil. He
Has a meyhane.
He has a meyhane in Brazil. That would be crazy. That would be really interesting.
All those meze and
But
rakı.
it's not really impossible though.
Not impossible.
And even if Brazil doesn't happen, any other place in the world still is possible for you to do that. I
don't
think
know.
that's a very interesting idea.
Yeah, and this is my plan so far. If everything goes well, like this.
That's great. That's really good.
Let's see.
Since when did you realize you're into meyhanes, and why are you into meyhanes?
Because like I went to meyhane with my friends like a couple months ago, and I noticed that I love meyhane more than bars.
What do you love more about meyhanes than bars?
Like
First of all, could you explain exactly what a meyhane should be?
it has to be like
What makes the difference?
live music that like they're coming to your table,
Yeah.
asking what you want to listen.
The
That
darbukas.
yeah. Like kinda, and then they're singing for you. And I'm just if I have a meyhane, it's most often going to belly dancers,
Oh yeah,
for sure. And
they
I'll
attract a lot of customers.
yep, most probably.
Yeah.
And I love meze a lot, more than main meal maybe.
That's why I go to meyhanes. It's for the mezes.
Meze for the
Not
meze.
for the rakı. Not for the rakı.
But I love rakı too at
Yeah,
the same
sure.
time.
The rakı is great.
And I don't know, like we don't have that much fun when we go to bar. Like we can talk at the same time. We can also listen to music.
Yeah.
You can dance if you want. You can just clap and like. And I don't know.
It's just more fun.
It's just more fun, and I love rakı more. Not more than whiskey, but more than
Nothing
others.
beats a good whiskey.
Yeah.
You like it with ice or no ice?
Ice.
You like it
But
with ice?
nothing else, just Jack on ice.
What
I don't
about you?
mix.
You don't drink whiskey that much, do you?
No. I prefer Rocky and beer.
You prefer
Rakı?
rakı? What
Yeah,
the fuck?
that's my favorite
Really?
right now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What the
Good.
fuck?
My boy.
Yeah. I've been drinking Rocky. Like so, it's been a long time that I never drank something.
Dude, when was the
else.
last time you drank rakı?
Rocky?
Yeah.
Let's make rakı night.
I think 3 nights ago.
What the
Whoa.
fuck?
Yeah.
You had rakı 3 nights ago?
Yeah.
I would have bet my life that you're never going to say this sentence in a million years. What's
I told
happening
you.
to you?
Experiencing the life.
Fuck off.
It's really good,
And
right?
probably I'm going
Especially
to have
meze.
it next weekend too.
What's going on
Someone-
with you, man?
Someone invited me. So I said, okay.
Cool.
let's
Like
do it.
sometimes we go to meyhane with my friends for real. If you want to join,
If
can
I
call.
have time,
If I
on
have-
Saturdays.
if I
On
have a
that's a
Saturdays,
problem. That's a problem.
you don't have time on
And I'll-
Saturdays.
My main problem with meyhanes is the money. It's just every time you
expensive,
you like one time you go there, you need to spend some like I don't know 400, 500, 600 at least.
Like
It could
actually,
easily go up to 1,000.
actually, we just went with one friend. Like we were just two of us. We ate a lot. We ordered like 50 cl rakı, and both of us we paid like 600 600.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm talking
when
about.
we went there like crowded, as a crowded group, we just paid something like 300 or something.
Yeah, well,
It
you need
depends
a
on the
bigger
group.
It depends on the
Whenever
group.
I
But
went to a meyhane, I went with like much older people, like let's say 50 something. So I think the minimum was 2 years ago. I went somewhere with one of my friends. He was 50 something with his girlfriend and also my girlfriend. I think for 2 hours we paid
You had
something
girlfriend?
around 2,000.
Yeah,
he
girlfriend.
had a girlfriend.
I had girlfriend in my life.
What the fuck?
That's weird, right?
Yeah, but I've never had girlfriend for more than a few months.
So you never mentioned us.
Yeah.
especially
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
at least mentioned me.
You've never introduced any of your girlfriends.
No, like
Like you've
Didn't
never
we
brought
show
them
picture?
to. You never brought them to Chankaya.
no.
Right?
Why should I?
I mean, why shouldn't you?
Yeah,
Why should I?
Why shouldn't you?
Like, sometimes, like for example, let's say, Yegane Gergo. Yegane Gergo, for example. I wanted to be in some of their parties, for example. And at the time I had girlfriend, so I wanted to go there. And whenever I have girlfriend, whatever I'm doing, I don't lie. I don't want to lie. I don't lie. So I had to tell that person that okay, I'm going there, and probably that person wanted to come too. That's why sometimes you guys saw my girlfriends. If it wasn't in such a situation, even you, I wouldn't show you also.
Hey,
Really?
what's wrong
How
with
many
you?
girlfriends you had in your life?
In my life, a lot.
A lot.
A
What
lot.
do you mean a lot? What's the number a lot? Give us a number.
Like, I don't know, maybe 40 something.
What?
40?
But even I had
40?
maybe. But even I had
Dude,
girlfriend
that's
just for one day sometimes.
That's not a girlfriend then.
Yeah, so okay.
Yeah, like if I count like that, it's 50
Okay,
or
if you're-
something.
If I count
Okay,
it like
if
this,
you're-
then 2,500.
if you're
May,
talking about it, then maybe
2,500 is
Okay, then maybe I zero.
No, but more
Zero?
than more than 2 months. Girlfriends who you're
More
you
than
were
2
with,
months.
Yeah, who you were with for more than 2 months.
Uh,
I know 2 of them.
yeah.
Do we count to flirt?
No.
Like 2-3 months of flirt? Like,
No.
Two,
like
3 months of
dating.
flirting?
No, like dating,
That's
like
hopeless.
You are so
That's-
patient.
no, like we didn't.
Let
I'm
me
sorry
answer
for you.
let
Like
me-
we
let me
didn't.
months
For example, with one of them, we started at first day. Like, but we weren't calling each other as like boyfriend girlfriend, but we were couple, kinda. This
see.
kind of flirt.
But you were together. Like,
Yeah, we were together, but we weren't called. We weren't called.
You just didn't label the relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were in a relationship. Fuck that.
it's a relationship.
Okay, I would say 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
8, I guess, for me.
Okay. For me, I think it's
Oh,
4. 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Like now, you don't have no one in your life, for both of you.
No.
Me, it's been 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. I've been trying to know myself. Because I thought, because I have problem that I can't continue a relationship. So I've been trying to solve my own problems, to understand myself. But now I can't love someone anymore. Like all the people are saying for me, I can't see a person. I say, oh my God, I want her to be my girlfriend. I want to have coffee with her. It's been a long time that I've never seen a person to say that to myself or talk to myself in my mind that, oh my God, she's so cool. You know?
Maybe you're being in the wrong spots.
What do you mean? Like he's
Like
in the
maybe
wrong
you
place?
should. Yeah.
Maybe what?
Maybe
You're
like
in
you
the wrong
should
place.
find like new places to go, new friends to
I've
hang
told
out.
him the same thing too. Yeah. I mean, if he wants to find be like I don't know, try to be in a
And
relationship.
you know, since it's been a long time, you said I'm scared of having children. Now I'm scared of being in a relationship. You know, I think I don't know what.
But
to
like,
do.
if you don't,
Like,
if you
for
don't,
example, a simple question I have, I ask myself: imagine you have a girlfriend. For example, I don't know, should I like? Am I able to talk with that person every day?
yeah,
Probably not.
yeah, you are.
Like lots of time, I forget my phone at home or at
You say he
office.
is able to, but he thinks he's not.
Yeah,
But you never know before you try.
yeah.
But it's not like having children kind of scared. Like if you don't like that person, if you just cannot continue,
I'm
you can just drop
talking
it.
about this
But the
scare.
scare, uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm scared.
But you
of
can
it.
try this, but you cannot try to. Okay, let's try to have a children. Like
Yeah, sure, sure. That one is big.
For me now, it's well, I do have to say a fair part of it is because my mind has been awfully occupied with other things, by other things, and I have a hard time finding extra time to think about, well, what about a relationship, firstly? Secondly, why should I ask myself, like, what about a relationship? I mean, if it happens, if I feel the need, like from the guts, from the inside, if I feel it in such a way that I don't need to question myself, and I just feel it, and that in that moment, in those, like in that moment, it could be a day or it could be like a couple months or something, there is the person who is available to talk to, who I'm interested in, who is interested in me, then maybe. But firstly, I don't know why I should care to probe about about having a relationship. Secondly, there are so many other things right now that I need to complete.
Like what?
Well, it's divided in a couple different subjects, different issues with different subjects. Firstly, well, two of the reasons is, well, musical. So one is just music, making music. The second one is piano and getting better and better at the piano. Then I have my language task, which is not gonna. It has hardly been going on anyway recently, but still, it's a task, and I have to get back on it. It's getting as good as possible with German, at least as good as my Turkish. Then the other one is chess, and I just seem to have. I told him a couple months ago I want to reach a 2,000 rating at chess. It doesn't matter which website. And now I'm actually 1,700. I just passed 1,700 a couple of weeks ago.
Cool.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you too. So there's that, and then there's my, the job issue and economical issue, which I've been trying to improve, which is close and not close right now to being solved. There are a couple of problems. And also, aside from these, it is a state of mind, which is finding myself like in peace.
But you can have all of these with a girl too. Like you can find a girl who's into music too. You can find a girl who's trying to learn German too.
Well,
and like
I
chess
think about
could
it.
be.
The point
I
is
think
not
about it. It's not just finding a person who has the same goals.
Exactly.
Like for example, I can have a girlfriend who likes painting, and we don't have any common hobbies. Okay, but it still could be supportive. But who can say that? Okay, if you do that, it will be better for you. I can't trust the process, and I can't lose time to check it because I have lots of goals, as Sam has.
Well, yeah, but
We are so busy with ourselves.
yeah, but I mean, everyone is busy with themselves. But then the other thing is, look, this is what's going on in my head, Berk. Like, why do I think that this is an issue? I mean, I don't feel any need in me, really, to be in a like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, yeah, that really fucked me up. Like not being able to be in a relationship that I loved to be in as much as the other person. But like now it's just not there for me personally. It's just like, so if I don't really want it, if I don't really need it, if I'm not seeking it, then why should I think it's a problem? And why should I look for it right now while I have other things that I know are actual problems for me right now?
But
what if we, like, I'm seeing, like, my perspective about the topic is the same thing, but also I ask a question. What if we are not aware of that need? What if,
exactly.
for example, there is someone who hasn't eaten meat for many years and he is not aware of that need? For example, he has a blood problem, he has some immune problem, he has some problems, but he doesn't know that, okay, this problem it's because of meat. Right? It's just an example. I don't mean that meat is necessary, because I don't eat meat anyway. But maybe we are not aware of that need. This is another problem that I have with myself. Maybe because we
You have
blocked.
tried that meat though. You have been in relationships. It's not like you've never been in a relationship. It's not like you're saying no, fuck relationships.
But
It's
for
not
many
like-
years, you're saying.
It's not like I haven't been in relationships either.
Yeah, but for
But maybe you
years-
couldn't find the correct person.
No, but
yet.
that's the thing. Why should we think that there should be a correct person?
Because
I mean, sure,
You-
if we
yeah, no,
find
you-
it, if it happens, you feel it, you see it, you're like, oh my goodness, it would be so great if I were with this person. That's different. But seeking it, when it's not there, when that correct person or perfect person or whatever is not there, why should you think that you have to look for it while you have other problems?
I will just say something.
Yeah.
Like if you just can't find the correct person, your
Go
other
a bit-
problems.
Go a bit further.
Yeah, come a bit.
All right, sorry, you don't hear me? Now it's okay?
Now it's better,
all right.
yeah.
Like, if you just can't find the correct person, for example, Luisa, for me. Like, I'm just trying to be better and better for Luisa right now. I'm just trying to be more successful. I'm just trying to look more successful
Because of her.
because of her.
Yeah.
And, like, your other problems, at some point, because of your partner, they don't seem like problems. They're just like, okay, they're just struggles in your life. I'm just gonna say, everyone faces.
Because the hardest part is the partner.
Yeah, because
the biggest
you have
struggle is the
more
partner.
serious problem.
No, it's not. This is
sure.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Yeah, you know. Like, for example, you're not just going to learn piano, new songs to improve yourself and blah blah and to accomplish something, but you're just going to study, like, try to like practice more and more to impress her, to give her something.
I would never do anything to impress a girl for music.
Yeah, like this is just an example.
With-
But for example,
The worst example ever for Sam.
how about chess?
Even that is wicked. I would never do anything to impress a girl.
No,
I-
I mean,
if I
okay,
might
wait.
have- I
That's
might
not
have-
impressing someone. It's not impressing, like,
is.
because no. I mean, you have a girlfriend. You don't have to change her mind anymore. She loves you.
Yeah.
Okay, but seeing
You
a
doing this
different
also.
kind of look that she gives you because of your achievement, that is so motivational.
Why don't my friends act like that? Why should I find someone else?
Fuck
It doesn't
you.
feel the same. Trust me.
That
Why
is-
shouldn't it? Why shouldn't it?
But it doesn't.
For me,
It hurts that I'm here and you're saying such a sentence.
What?
I've never been motivational.
No. You,
You fucker.
I mean, I
know, I know, you
in
don't
general,
have-
I mean, why shouldn't my friends be like?
Okay, your friends do such a thing, but you are not in love with your friends. Like the love that we are talking about.
That's,
Like, for example, I love my sister. So whenever I do something, there is an achievement, the first person that I tell is my sister. Because the way that she says, wow, or she just looks at me, or even she makes fun of me because of that achievement, that, okay, you've been out of the country for 6 years and this is your achievement. But again, even that sentence makes me happy, because of that love. You do, even maybe you do more than that. You say that, wow, that's awesome, blah, blah. But my sister says, fuck you, it's not important.
Take the headphones off.
My sister says, for example, fuck you, it's not important, it's not a big deal. But it's still that, fuck you, it's not a big deal, it makes me so happy because of that love.
I feel that's also partially related to this automatic filter that has been built up, and this is like how our minds have been wired to think that specific people give you a special kind of attention or love. I don't think that's necessarily true. I just think it's something you pick up. while you're growing up. I really don't understand, and I still haven't understood, like, why should there be a difference between the way your friends look at you and the way your partner looks at you. I'm not talking about the sex part, and we've talked about this before, and the sex part is put aside for now, but just the attention part is what I'm talking about, regardless of the sex. Let's say the sex just doesn't exist. Why should there be a difference? Why should you not be able to receive the same form and the same amount and the same way of emotions that you would get from your friends? And it bugs me, I think. It really annoys me because too many people think that the last and the best and the most perfect way is to definitely be in a relationship to feel the best of emotions or whatnot. And I don't agree with that. And I'm not saying I'm not, ever going to be in a relationship, or I'm never going to feel these types of feelings. Maybe I will. Maybe it'll be different for me too, but still I think it's just weird and funny and sort of irrational to just blindly accept that the emotions that you will receive from your girlfriend is going to be different from your friends. Why should it? Why should it? And how exactly is it? Like, is she from a different universe, or is she a different creature? Does she do things different? Like, does she express things? How different does she express things from your other friends?
This is not about the person. It is about the way that we build up the relationship. Like, for example, if I have a friend, the closest one, still I limit myself. I hide some parts.
Why do you limit yourself?
I hide some parts because even the closest person, if I have a problem, like if I explain all the topic in one word, it's forgiveness. Forgiveness in love with a partner, it's much more than a forgiveness that we show to our friends. Whenever I have a problem with a friend, I would tell that person, okay, I had problem with this word, I had problem with that one. I think in friendship we are more selfish than in a partnership.
I have an idea about this. I think of course, it's not the only reason I'm saying, but I do say it's a very effective and important reason. You know that any of your friends, doesn't matter how close or how far you are, any of your friends, all of them, they're able to leave whenever they want. But when you have a partner, if it's a serious, very serious relationship, you're never going to think about the breakup, right? It's a very serious relationship. So you think, you imagine, or you have this subconscious, not really subconscious, it's there. It's actually very transparent. This idea in your head that this person, this partner of mine, is going to stay with me. And especially if it's marriage, after marriage, that you're like, this person is never leaving me. And that's a very, I think, important difference. Because imagine your closest friend in the universe, the whole wide world. I couldn't say that. And then your partner, your closest friend, doesn't matter, in the end, could leave whenever they want. They could leave tomorrow. They could leave next month, next year. They have their own separate life, but your partner is going to stick with you as much as they can. Mm-hmm. And that's where you feel safe.
I don't think that it's same for me. Like, my expectations from my best friend and my partner are same. Like
So
whenever
you're saying the fact that you know that your partner is always going to stay with you.
no, I don't
is-
have it. Whenever I have girlfriend, I also have the possibility that they may leave.
No, but I'm talking about a person who you'll one day find who you think will be your partner forever.
Again, uh, she doesn't have to stick to me for all the time. Whenever we are fine together, then it's fine. Whenever we can't do it, then it's done.
But that if you do that every day, that's called paranoia. And I'm sure you don't have
It is-
paranoia. You just
See,
have
it is-
this
no, okay.
idea in your mind that you know it's possible and you've accepted it, but still, in the end, every day you feel safe because you assume she's gonna or they are gonna stay for a long time. This assumption is not wrong.
No,
I
don't
it's an
use
automatic
a long
assumption.
time. Whenever
Well, it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. That form of relationship has not happened yet for you, right?
okay, but I don't think that my ideology will change. I'm living myself. So if I wake up like all the time, there is a possibility that you and I fight, fuck each other, and
No, we're not gonna fuck
and,
each other.
and
I hope so.
And, and we decide not to talk with each other anymore.
Here, come
It is the same because I see my partner, my girlfriend, my wife, whatever we call it, it is in the same position as my best friend. For example, I have a friend in Iran, Puya. Whenever we call each other, whenever we talk with each other, my expectations are same. So if Puya was here in Turkey in these 6 years, probably like you and I, we would go out together, we would work together, we would blah blah as we did in Iran. So this is the same thing that I want from my partner. I don't want something more.
But still, you have a filter. You have a distinctive filter and difference among and between your partner and your friends. And I think that's questionable.
If I accept someone as my best friend, then no. Because I consider my partner as a best friend.
But
Why?
still, as
You cannot see your partner as your best friend.
no, he does.
I
he
want-
considers.
It has to be. It has to be that
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
So there is no difference between a best friend and a partner for me.
You're the wisest person here, relationship wise. You
Astaghfirullah.
you have had a you know a lot of experience and way more than me and way more probably than Amir too. What would you say
I'm
about
not sure about that second part.
what is your what would you say is the most like the biggest difference between your partner and your best friend?
Like it, there is
Or
no
is there a
difference.
difference,
Like
actually?
no,
We are
like,
not
because
talking about sex.
Yeah,
Of
put
course,
the sex
of
aside.
course.
Like I was when you were peeing, I was
Aw.
saying, that let's. Yeah, sorry.
okay, no, like
Considering that you don't have sex with your best friend, right?
all right, yeah. Okay. All right, no, like she was my best friend for real.
Yeah.
No questions asked. Like she was my best friend. She knew everything about me, and I knew everything about her. And
So then, was there a difference between your best friend and your partner?
yes, there is.
What aside from
Because
this?
like you just okay, you're making laugh. You have your own jokes, stuff, and okay, she's becoming your best friend. But still, there are things that you cannot talk with her.
with your partner?
With your partner, there are still things.
Sad.
Both, yeah. There are something that you share with your best friend, and there are something that you share just with your partner.
But why?
Because there
My
are two
question is
different
why.
people, and the common things that you have is different.
Like for
Like
example,
the things that you share with me, it is not the same thing that you share with Gargo, because people are different. It is not about being a partner or best friend. It's about that person. It's not about the position that they have in your life. It's about they are unique and they have their own.
See, you would probably not. I don't mean you personally, but one would even maybe have a partner. A lot of the times, actually, I would say 80% of the times. I would say that actually with a lot of confidence, because I've seen it so much. That people have partners who are 50%, even less. Like they have like even less than 50% in common with that person, with their boyfriend or their girlfriend, and still
They're still together.
the boyfriend still loves and still thinks the partner is more special than his or her best friend. How is this fucking possible? Your best friend has 90%
Match with you.
Match with you has so much in common with you, can listen to anything you say. Still, you're giving the value to the partner who, well, only sexually pleases you. Hardly pleases
Actually,
you.
it's-
Hardly pleases you when it comes to talking about interesting topics, or hardly pleases you when it comes to trivia, when it comes to discussing, well, your interests. Could be films, could be, I don't know, art, could be whatever. But still, that person has a higher value. Like, I don't understand this. You know what I mean?
There are
How?
there are some things that you don't think about. It is not just talking with someone. Like, I can support you as a friend up to a limit, because after that my life is more important. But when you
Yes.
consider someone as your life partner, then that limit is different. Like if
That's what I just said 20 minutes ago, and you said you don't
Okay.
agree with it. I just said that 20 minutes ago. I said there is this assumption.
I don't understand the question. What is your problem? It is like that common things if it is up to 50%, but maybe that partner can support the partner more than a best friend. There is also support. The thing that partner gives you by love, by supporting, by whatever we call it, is more than a best friend.
What is that more thing? Can you tell me? Can you say it in words what that more thing is? Because look, I'm hearing
For
you.
example, I'm saying support. For example,
But
it is so difficult to explain.
But I
It is.
get you. I
The
get you.
things that are in my mind.
oh, the things that are in your mind.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but look. It's not like I'm not hearing you.
Let me tell it here. I hate words.
But I think you also need to think about this a little bit more, because I think this is something, just like so many other things, that we have just thought about, that we have just accepted blindly without thinking about it. Like the tie example that I have given you before. We just accepted that ties show this person to be more prestigious, more important, businessman, probably more money, more serious, automatically. And I think this thing here is another one of those things that we've just accepted automatically. That's just how our brains are wired. Because from anybody you ask would say the same thing.
Is wearing a tie an easy thing to do or difficult?
What do you mean?
Like wearing a t-shirt is easier or wearing a tie and suit?
So obviously a t-shirt is easier.
Okay. So the person who picks suit and tie has some different ideology in his or her mind. That ideology changed the tie and suit, not the cloth itself.
That might be completely correct what you're saying, but that's not my point here. My point is the way people conceive and pick up what that tie means. I don't care about that part. What I'm talking about is most eyes and most minds automatically, when they see a tie, they're like, oh, okay, important.
Rich man.
More serious. Well, more serious, more important. That's just what I'm saying. And it's a fact. It's something that you pick. Look, okay. Automatically, you see people with piercings. There are things that you would think about. But for instance, you know a person, and I know a person called Gargo, for example. He has about 40 piercings. He's not the stereotype, right?
But also he is not a president. I mean, the
Well,
person.
how many people could be the president?
No, I'm talking about something else. The same idea that I have about shoes.
Which
That
I
I s-
which I 15% agree with.
That
10%
I say
agree with.
when I pick a shoes, when I choose a shoe, it is my taste. So my taste shows my personality somehow.
Yes.
And tie and suit is the same thing as shoes. So when I picking that cloth, it is showing something to people, and I'm
Maybe it's
choosing.
not about you. For example, now I have to wear tie, like in my
But
new
you
job.
pick the job that one of the requirements is wearing.
Yeah, guys, but that's not the point. The point is a tie automatically reminds you of something. And the piercings do, and so does the short hair and everything. There is a automatic presumption.
Okay,
That's
but
what I'm trying
you're
to
not
say.
100% wrong.
They could be wrong, but it could be wrong. You have to look. It's about awareness. You have to be aware to not think this person in front of you who has a tie is probably a very serious or very important or very rich person. You shouldn't. You should be
Okay,
aware
yeah,
to not.
okay, yeah.
What I'm saying is you should do the same thing. You should think, consider, give it a 1 week thought, 2 week thought. Why do I think that my partner is more should be more important than my best friend?
Okay, you're lowering down the position of partner
Why do you think it's so high?
according because if I pick a partner, I want her to be my best friend.
So
But it happens in time.
Yeah, exactly. So you pick someone to build something with. For example, you want to share everything with your best friend, but maybe that best friend wants to share everything with a partner. And now it's the time that we can talk about it. I want a partner who is a girl. Another person wants a boy, wants a partner who is a boy, and a girl wants a partner who is a girl, or a partner, you know?
What the so complicated?
you know what it's like?
So I decide to pick someone to build a relationship and reach to the point that I call that partner a best friend. But if I have a best friend and I have a new girlfriend, I never say that that girlfriend is more important than my best friend. But when that partner is even more important than my best friend, then she's my best friend. It is easy.
Look, what you're saying is not at all answering my question. You're just trying to explain the the concept of having a partner that will become your best friend eventually. Essentially, this is what it is coming out. The question is very different from what you're answering. The question is, why do you think you have to search for a partner? Why don't you search for a person just in whole? Like, it doesn't have to be labeled as partner. You understand me? Just if you're looking for someone who you want to share everything with, every single thing with, great. Why do you think it must be called partner? Why do you think it must be someone who will turn their relationship with you into a much more serious relationship and into a marriage relationship? Why do you think you have to search for that? Why don't you? Aren't your chances higher if you just generally look for that? Just find your best friend.
Because
No.
I think, for example, my weak points can be filled by a girl.
So you're using that girl to.
Everyone does the same thing.
No,
Actually,
actually.
maybe we are not aware of it, but even we choose our friends according to the things that we don't have. Like, for example, as a teenager, because of my family, for example, I'm not free enough. So I want to have a friend who is free enough to teach me something new. So we want a friend to learn something even if we are not aware of it. We need a friend who can support some points that I'm not good in it to make me better, even if we are not aware of it. Why do we find a friend? Why do we find a partner? What is the reason? To share something, to learn something, to have fun, and blah, 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 blah. So I think, for example, if I go to a bar alone, maybe I can't have fun enough. I can't have enough fun. Sorry, I can't have enough fun. So I will find a person who can teach me how to enjoy the moment in a bar. This is the, I think, the reason that we find other peoples to share something, to learn something, to experience something. And
Same
blah,
with
blah.
finding a partner, yeah.
So I think
But this is not your point, right?
Yeah, no, this is not my point.
So I think, for example, for me, finding a best friend who is a girl, so best friend or partner doesn't matter. These are some bullshit words. So I think finding a best friend who is a girl who can support me better than a boy best friend, it's my preference. That's
Probably
all.
because there's also the sex part.
Sorry?
Probably because there's also the sex part, right?
I'm not talking about the sex.
No. I think probably that makes it more
That is
advantageous.
That is
'Cause
the
it
part
adds
that
up.
I prefer for sex. I don't want to have sex with boys.
I know.
But now I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking
just-
I'm talking about some mental things. As a boy, I want to see everything by detail. I want to see everything in detail. But I can't because my brain works different as a girl's brain works. So I want to add someone to my life while I'm watching a movie can show me some different things from that movie. While we are reading a book or talking about the topic can show me some different perspectives.
What do you say, man? As your last words before we execute you. No.
About what? All right, ask the question.
What do you? I mean, first, I'm sorry we talked so much. For
I
the last
forgot the
10
question, you know,
yeah.
like...
Let's forget,
It's been a while.
forget
My
about-
partner is different
Listen,
from a best friend.
It's not different than like how why you share something with your girlfriend and the other things, but because like you can not talk about your past that much about with your girlfriend. Like she might get jealous. The things
oh,
get
you're
cambered.
talking about a whole different. Like you're talking about how to
Vice
be.
versa.
Yeah, like but you said this was the question.
Well,
All right, tell me.
It's I have another idea. It's almost 2:00 now, and you have to leave.
Two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has to
and I
leave.
gotta go.
So yeah. Want to go with the last question? You do it this time.
Ah, you do this?
I did it last time, so
Yeah, seems like a good
Where
concept.
do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yes, in Brazil, probably. For real.
let's be fair. I asked that question when you were in the bathroom. Like, what's your
Oh,
plan
okay,
for the
no,
next couple of years? Yeah.
Send me something deep. You have?
Is there anything in your character that you don't like it, but you can't change it?
Good question.
Or you haven't been able to change it yet?
Like being lazy counts.
Lazy?
That counts?
Yeah, but you're not lazy.
I'm not
Why do you
lazy.
think
How
you're
do you
lazy?
define laziness?
Like
Like, for example, for me, I'm working, I don't know, 15 hours a day, and I'm saying, fuck you, come on, do something. You're so lazy. What do you mean by lazy?
like I don't like waking up at all. Doesn't matter the time.
neither.
I don't like waking up. But I have to. And so I'm waking up. But all I'm thinking while like during the day, I'm just saying like how hard or how bad is this day? Doesn't matter. Eventually you will go to bed and sleep. This is my motivation of the day.
Okay, but you're talking in the morning. Like, you have to wake up in the morning to go to work.
I'm talking about all day. Doesn't matter how sucks this day.
Okay, but also you can't sleep for 24 hours every day.
Can you open the window?
Of course. I'm no actually.
Like, I mean, my point is maybe you're a night owl. Okay, so that's a problem.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Your body doesn't work with the frame of the society.
Yeah,
So
like
you're
I
not
like
lazy.
sleeping at like 4
That's me.
a.m.
Me too.
So you're not lazy then.
And
It's
I just
you're
prefer
more
to wake up.
productive at nights. You,
Yep.
you can be more productive at nights.
Actually,
So maybe you have to find another job. Maybe
might be.
it's not your fault.
As a given
It's my fault.
as a given night shifts.
Yeah,
Don't
might
do that.
No,
Never
it
do that.
sucks. It sucks. This is why I'm thinking about meyhane.
Yeah, that's his
It
goal.
fits to me actually. It just
That would be
fits
wonderful,
perfectly to
man.
me.
Coming to Rio de Janeiro. Is that the right way to say it? Rio de Janeiro, right? Yeah, and coming there and spending a night at your meyhane.
Yeah, of course. Be my
We're
guest
not
all
going
the
to pay
time.
though. We're not going
Of
to pay
course.
anything, dude. It's so expensive to go to Brazil by itself, let
Of course.
alone the meyhane.
You're my guest of all the time.
What is the currency in Brazil?
I just know that it's 4 times
Higher than
Turkey.
Turkish liras.
Yeah.
Are you checking it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Berk, anything you want to add before we end this podcast?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, man.
All right. So, like at first, I was thinking that my relationship ended like
Brazilian real.
Brazilian?
Real, I think.
Real.
Real.
Your phone locked.
They say reais or something that.
It's off.
Oh, okay.
All
Anyway,
right.
yeah, you were
It's
saying
REAL, so probably it is real.
real. Yeah, it's real.
And I was thinking that it's something bad at 1st I was thinking it's bad, but in time now I just noticed that. Thanks God that it ended for real.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
I'm so happy right now.
if you've concluded that it's a good thing that it ended, and you're saying this after a good amount of time has passed, then I think then probably that I'm happy that you're saying that. I mean, I'm sure that you're saying this, so that's good, man. I'm happy that you're over it,
Yep.
and
Because actually, like I was considering to end it for a couple of times, maybe 5-10 times in many years, in all those years, but I never had the courage to end. I'm not a person that can end things quickly, like easily. So I just did my best, and I just kept it continue.
Well, let that be a lesson for you then. Well, let that be a lesson for you.
Yeah.
Then. Next time, if you feel like you have to do something,
Do
like
it.
ending it,
Just do it.
just fucking do it then.
Right.
Right. That's something. Maybe that's something very important that you had to learn.
Yeah, and maybe I was starting to feel like this, but after I met Luisa, like the things that I'm feeling with her and stuff helped a lot actually. Helped a lot. I'm just like completely into her right now, and yeah, I'm just thankful.
I'm very happy for you.
Good.
Yeah.
Will you come back again if we?
Of
call
course, anytime you want.
you? Okay.
Not
Hopefully next time
anytime,
we'll
not
do
in
it
the
with-
morning, please.
Hopefully next time we'll do it with Mr. Asshole.
And also, for each episode, we ask our guests to send us a picture so we can put it on the cover of the episode.
All right.
So
Can
we
I
can
take
do it
that?
later.
No, with this.
Okay, yeah, sure.
All right.
Is this gonna be it?
Huh?
Is
This
this
is gonna be it.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Just by myself?
Any picture you want.
Whatever you want.
Any picture you want.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a couple.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick one and send you.
Great.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. It was so fun to
Yeah,
be with
thanks
you.
for coming, man. Thanks a lot.
thank you
It was
for
great talking to you.
inviting
And
me.
again, apologies for the part where we were just ranting like for 10 minutes.
What?
We were
At this last part?
Yeah, sorry about
No,
that.
it was good to listen. It was good to join as spectator.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Okay. And we are off.
You're off. All right.